What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's going on? Let's get into it. Let's talk about Black Ink Crew, New York. Lord have mercy, it is going down with Black Ink Crew. I just can't believe none of this is going on. Like, this is like, like, what is happening? What is going on with Donna? Like, for real, we be talking about Donna, trying to, uplift Donna, and next thing you know, we hear about Donna out here in an altercation with Alex. Like, damn, Donna, what's going on? You got Puma out here talking about he ain't filming with Donna because she's a part of domestic violence. I was just like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on in this situation? Like, this is just so crazy. What's up, Chocolate Capricorn? What's up, LA? What's going on? What's popping with y'all? I hope everybody's doing good. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. So let's get down to this situation. Let's talk about Sky. As you guys can see, Sky has met up with both of her sons and her mother. It seems like they are doing fine. They are handling their business. And Sky has reunited with her son. So I guess some time away from Black Ink Crew has done her right. And this is coming from the neighborhood talk, baby. So as you see, Sky is doing good with her kids and she got her son. So I don't know if she will ever come back to Black Ink. I don't know if the opportunity is there for her to come back. And I don't know if she even wants to come back at all. But basically that's the, hey, what's going on, how you doing? So it's one of them situations. But in any event, Sky is doing good. She's doing good with her children. So that's a good situation, point blank, period. I'm like, damn, what's going on? Like, the next episode is gonna be crazy. Like, it's gonna be about Donna. Donna's gonna be acting up, and now we're gonna hear about Donna allegedly abusing Alex, putting hands on Alex, and he's showing up to set. He's showing up to film with scratches. Donna, what is going on? What is going on with Donna? She needs some mental help. She needs some help. She needs some counseling. She needs a therapist. She needs something. Black Ink, VH1, y'all don't got counseling over there. Y'all don't got therapy, because something's going on with Donna. Why would Donna even do that? Because she was in relationships of that nature, and she's been a victim of domestic violence. So why would she even go there? Like, and then Alex, he just puts up with all of the stuff. But Alex says that he was talking smack. He talks smacks to her sometimes, and he don't really know how to communicate. But I was like, damn, Donna, we've been looking out for you, and you out here wilding. What's going on, Major? What's going on, Ralph? What's going on, Tay? What's going on? Teresa Bell, good evening. Good evening to you too. Peep Squad. Peep Squad is in the building. It's good to see you, Major. Hey, Cara, it's good to see you. What's going on? So in any event, I'm like, damn, what's going on with this Donna situation? Why is this happening? Like, damn, now Donna's a racist. She's an abuser. She's broke. She's crazy, and she can't cook. Like, Lord have mercy, Donna. I don't know what you did to Black Ink Crew, but Lord, they are sabotaging your character. I don't know how you're going to be out here in these streets. The best thing that's going on with Donna is, Alex. And now they saying that they're in a domestic type of situation. Donna's out here whooping that man. Like, Lord have mercy. What is happening? What's up, the lovely? Like, what is happening? Like, damn, I'm just so upset. Like, come on, Donna. I've been out here, campaigning for your ass, and you out here doing this. You doing too much, Donna. Too much. Like, Donna, come on. And let's get to the situation. And then we got Walt. He's gonna be begging for his way back on the show. Like, Lord have mercy. Oh man. Lord. Caesar's been found not guilty of child abuse in Fulton County, Georgia. But he still got a case pending in New York. And let's get to Rock. Rock is up in the studio in Atlanta. He is out here rapping. His bars are kind of like crazy. It's like the old school rap when they used to, do rap battles like in a ring, like Queen of the Ring or whatever. And they used to, talking about this, talking about that. I got this, I got that. I got to load them up. I got the heat. I got the static and all this other stuff. It was like, it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? It's coming from Rock. But Rock said he used to be a rapper back in the day. They used to call him Rock the Ruler. Was it the elves around the Christmas tree house, around your tree house, that was calling you the ruler? Like, what's going on? Yes, Donna is wild. I'm just like, what's up? No, can't cook. Hold up. I mean, that's what they were saying about she can't cook, last time we was on live. I think she can cook, but it's like, damn. It's like Donna, Donna character is just, it's just blows in the wind. It get burnt. It get, pierced. It get snipped. It get cut. It get tied. It get drowned. Everything with her reputation is just like, Lord have mercy. I don't even know how you keep doing it, Donna. Donna was on, Instagram crying like 2 weeks ago about the way that she's been treated and how like she's hurt. She was a child when she came to the show and all that other good stuff. It's just sad. I'm like, damn, last week she was a racist. Like, Lord have mercy. They need to stop it because Donna ain't none of that. But Donna, like, I don't know if these people talk this storyline into her or she's actually doing these things. Like, damn. But in any event, we got Krystal. Krystal can do everything. She can, rap. She can tattoo. Now she's the top artist. She's the lead artist in the shop. And basically, Teddy, he's starting a label. He has a label. It's called RGR Living or whatever the case may be. And he's having a performance. And he wants Krystal on stage because I guess Krystal's been telling them for a long, long time that she can rap. It's something about Tatti I don't like. It's everything. It's not just something. It's everything with that woman. And you see Tatti, none of her nieces, her nephews, her cousins, they don't even want to live with her funky ass. Like, what's going on? They don't even want to live with her. Hey, Witch Hazel. Oh, it's been so long. It's so good to see you, Witch Hazel. What's going on? CPS finds a lot of parents are innocent. For real? I don't know. I thought once they call CPS on you, it's a wrap. I never had CPS called on me. So I just thought, there's some people that do keep their kids that go to counseling, and they have people come in and do visitation, monitor the kids and they, talk to the kids. But in any event, Georgia found, C's innocent. And now Krystal said after that she does have a pending case against C's, and that's actually in New York. So now C's has to go through the situation in New York. He has to deal with, New York CPS and, child and children's services too as well. So we'll see how that situation pans out. But in any event, they found him not guilty. They found no child abuse going on in his home when it comes to him and his daughter, Cheyenne. So that shit is crazy. Tatti stinks and sweaty sometimes. Tatti too much. So, you got this situation going on. And so Krystal, basically, she gonna be rapping. And, she's not bad. She's not bad. And we get to Tatti. Tatti said when she was at, what's his name, Teddy's event, she said, you can call me Tatti. So we've been calling you Tatti. So you ain't giving me no permission to call you nothing. But in any event, this is her cousin. I don't know which one is this. This is Michelle. Michelle's one of her cousins that was living room free. Tatti was buying the food, giving a room, giving them a room, board, heat, gas, electricity, food, and everything else. And she decided to leave anyway. Michelle was like, I'm kicking dust. Like, damn, Tatti, your own family don't even want to be around you when you giving them a free place to stay, a nice little house too as well. They got a gym downstairs. They got all types of stuff going on. And she don't even want to be bothered with you. She rather live on the street. She rather be out here in these streets than live with you, Tatti. And you ain't even there. You in Atlanta and she bounced on you. Like, damn. So that tells you all Tatti is sketchy. You better not mess with Tatti. Tatti's a mess. Run overseas sometime. Oh yeah, they C's is a mess sometimes too as well. But C's is good now. C's used to be, he's good as far as his behavior on the show, because C's used to be a mess. Oh my goodness, he switched up a lot. He don't use the B word. He don't use the, he don't use the whore word anymore. He don't use none of that anymore. But, but in any event, when it comes to Tatti, basically her cousin would rather live on the street than to live with you. That says a whole lot, Tatti, about your situation. That says a whole lot about you. And then your other cousin left too as well. Like, what's going on, Tatti? What are you doing to people? People are saying something. You ran Miss Kitty off. You know what I mean? You was hating on Miss Kitty. Kitty point blank period. You was hating on Jada Blue. You were trying to get her fired. You were trying to get, Toki fired too as well. You be hating a lot. Like, there's a whole lot going on with your situation where you just don't get along with people point blank, and you don't even get along with your family. The only reason why you're getting along with C's and Teddy is because, you want something from them. You want them to, have a shop that you can run, or put a shop in your name where you can be co-owner. That's what you want. So therefore, you're going to kiss up. And did you see Tatti did a good job tonight too as well, because she came for Teddy. She wanted her some Teddy. I was like, go ahead, Tatti, come after Teddy. What you gonna do when she start messing up your relationship? He's gonna probably stop her dead in the tracks. I hope producers soup Tatti up to get with Teddy and mess with his relationship, because that's what she did with Walt's relationship. That's what she did with Alex's relationship. She done messed with so many different people's relationship, and was shady and low down and dirty with the situation. Let's see how Teddy gonna deal with the situation. How long she gonna stay around if she starts to mess with Teddy's new fiance, whatever her name is, Uni. Like, come on, miss me with all that. Then we got Crystal. She won the contest, so now her picture's gonna be on the wall. Tatti's trying to put it on the wall. I was like, Lord have mercy. Whatever the case may be. And then we have Spider. Spider's basically talking about he may have lost to Crystal. The way that you was tattooing was terrible. But he said, at least he didn't lose the rock. When he said, at least I didn't lose the rock, I almost fell out of my chair. That shit was so funny. Please like the video. Please like the video. Please like the video. Tatti worried about how she's going to pay the mortgage now that she's missing part of the rent. Yes, that's very true. Tatti definitely doing something. She's definitely doing something. And CPS had a conversation with C's daughter. That probably made them decide in his favor. That you might have a point right there, Major. Ralph, she looks better than Tatti. She does. Hey, Missy Scott twins. Yeah, C's definitely got way better. Yeah, he used to be. Oh, he used to get in the face. He used to wild out. He used to act like, he was the principal and he had the right to do the shit that he was doing. He didn't see nothing wrong with it. And Teddy was just as bad as he was, but they end up cleaning up. So now they're talking about Donna. You got Tatti over here like, I'm so glad. Ain't nobody checking on Donna. Nobody really cares about Donna, but we want to know what's going on with Alex. I thought Donna was your friend, not even to worry about her well-being. You just done with her tooth through. You don't know if any mental issues going on. Teddy brought that up, but you don't care because you got what you wanted. You got to be the road manager. You got to get her out the way. So basically, you have the more seniority, you and Young Bay, and so therefore you run Caesar and you run Teddy. But if you run with Teddy's relationship, there's gonna be a problem. And Uni, she wants your man. She said she wanted to be in a bed with him, but his bed was taken. So that means anytime Teddy wags his tail or his finger, Tatti is gonna jump right up on it and be with your man and laugh and grin in your face like she been doing. Shame. Shame. And so they get on the phone. Tatti's talking to Alex. He was like, he tested positive, blase in the third, you know what I mean, of, from having, whatever the case may be. And so in any event, he's asymptomatic. So therefore, he's not really showing any bad signs or anything like that. But, she was like, okay. It's like she thinks that he lying. And, she done slept with him too. Like, she is just such a thought. But in any event, Puma, he has to put his 2 cents in it. And does Puma have a spray on? Okay, I didn't even notice this. Is Puma shit sprayed on? This looks like it's sprayed on, y'all. This looks like it is sprayed on. This looks like it is drawn on. Did he just draw on edges? Puma just drawed on edges, y'all. Lord have mercy. That is edges. He got edge control. He got spray paint. Yo, I just noticed that. Look at Puma. Tatti been one and Teddy. Shaking my head. Look at this situation. Did he just spray that shit on? Yes, that is sprayed on. That is marker. That is pencil. That is sprayed on. OMG, Puma, what's going on? Like, you really made your own hairline? I didn't even notice this. Just now. He got himself some drawn on edges. Lord. Puma, what are you doing? We could tell. It wasn't like this last week. Puma, but you can even see like the fresh starts of his first dread, right? It's twisted. You can tell that they retwisted, but they sprayed over the retwist, so therefore you can't see the parts and you can't see the lines or his scalp. So the shit sprayed on, and it's just so evenly matched, and it's coming down. Puma got a whole. Hey, Teresa Bell, what's going on? Puma, I didn't even know you had this shit on your head until just now. This is a damn shame. So Puma, basically, he's worried about Alex. He's concerned about Alex. And Alex lets him know that he's not down with, what was going on between Donna and what's his name? Donna and C's and Teddy and wanting, respect. He was basically not cool with that situation. But Alex, you sat there and you was acting like you was cool with the situation. And you said that she deserved more respect than that. But basically, he's had it up to here. He's staying in a different hotel to quarantine. He's saying basically him and Donna in one room together is very difficult. It's hard. They end up fighting. So basically he got his own hotel room and Donna went wherever she went. And so he don't want to really get into the situation and tell him what's actually going on and what's real deep. So it's like he's going through some things because he got to pay bills. Bills are not being paid. So, he's up shit creek. And the situation, so is Donna. So they going through some things. And he was like, Big Mama's upset. Big Mama's mad. Big Mama this. Big Mama that. Big Mama. And he's basically just saying that they're having a real difficult time. And he's having a difficult time in their relationship. Is, when she turns up, he turns down. So basically he deals with this certain type of meditation where he doesn't let other people's energy affect him. And that's how he's able to cope and deal with Donna. Because Donna, can possibly be outrageous. And plus, because of her past history and the things that she has been through before she even got on Black Ink and the traumas that she had dealt with, and she hasn't got no help for the shit. So therefore, she might be a bat out of hell in that damn house. And he's basically saying Donna be cussing him out and getting mad at him because he be buying clothes, and we be seeing her on Instagram sporting all types of new shit. So in any event, it is what it is. I was just like, damn. So their relationship is heading a hard time. And, that was the one positive thing about the relationship. So Alex is up here just getting manhandled by Donna. This is just really, really sad. What's up, Dave Hart? What's going on? It is just really, really sad. And look how C's face is. Caesar's face is so mad when he brings up Donna because, Puma goes over there and tell him the conversation that he just got off the phone with Alex. And Alex said he didn't want to be in a mix with it. He didn't want to be in the middle of the situation. He goes, I knew that. And he was like, oh, Donna. And then you got Spider in the background talking about, oh, is Alex gonna come with Donna? Spider, mind your damn business. Why you always in the business? Why you always instigating? You got your job there. You're secure. Work on fixing your mouth, buddy. So, but in any event, you look at how nasty and mean and turned up C's face is. Soon he got to talk about Donna. He was like, I've been trying to talk to Alex, and I reach out to Alex, Puma reached out to Alex, and Teddy reached out to Alex, but Alex said everything's all good. He didn't want to talk. You guys jumped him and beat his ass and cuss out his woman anytime you want to. And then, throw her out. Why is he going to sit there and have a conversation with people that jumped him, hurt his back, had him looking like a sucker? He gonna tell his personal business? He's just trying to get money, y'all. He's just trying to get paid. And then when the off season's on, he's trying to get as much tattoos, that he can do and basically do, promotion and do appearances and things of that nature. You jumped that man. You beat that man. And you got, you know what? I went back last week to watch the footage. Yo, they did Alex so wrong. Yo, they did Alex so wrong. I went back to watch the footage of, the engagement dinner or whatever. And Alex was standing up and Caesar was like, so you got something to say? And Caesar's walking towards Alex real fast. But, what's his name? Teddy had already got up and he was on the other side of the banister where Alex was standing. Alex did not even see Teddy. So as soon as Caesar was walking towards, Alex, to do that head up with him, Teddy came right from the corner, gave him a full-fledged, uppercut to the side, just tore his face up. And then, Alex was doing his best to fight back. He got smacked and they beat him down. Lord. Yes, Major, he stay instigating. Hey, Miss T, what's going on, Miss T? I couldn't even go back sneaking him from the back. Like, Lord have mercy. So, Lassie's face is all turned up. He's all mad. He got the mean mug on. He can't stand Donna. Is he still mad at Donna because she ended up scooping, Duchess? Because Duchess was supposed to really be off limits. And, he's just so, his face is just so, he's just like, he don't even want to talk about, he was like, he ain't got no COVID, he got Donna 19. I was like, Lord have mercy. Basically, he said he's sick of Donna. I was like, Lord. And he was like, I knew something was wrong with Alex because the way that Donna was talking to Alex on that jet. Yes, Donna disrespected him in front of everybody. She cursed him out. But Alex said that he is Musa. He's doing some special meditation that nothing that she does affects him. But she cussed him out. She said he needs to stand up and be a man. He needs some, some masculinity. He needs some masculine energy. She was just going in talking about all types. She disrespected him right on national TV. Talked to him like he was nobody. And if he would have talked to her like that, everybody would be in an uproar. But yeah, she disrespected him like it was nobody's business. I don't know how. And Donna, he's good to you because nobody else is going to put up with the shit that you be doing. And then we got Crystal. Crystal face is still swollen from whatever Botox that she done had. But in any event, she is telling us that Donna is happy and she's in love. Yeah, we know Donna loves, Alex. She was like, every time you mention Alex's name, Donna face, sparks up and she gets happy. At least Crystal is not hating on Donna like the rest of the cast. She's not hating on Donna and nor is Rock. Rock said something shady, the week before last, but it wasn't really that big. But she hasn't been hating on, Donna. She's just following the plan. Not TT, but Tatti is like her friend girl, so she listens to Tatti or whatever because Tatti's the boss, so she's trying to be cool. So C's is basically saying that, he don't know what's going on with the situation, but he knows that Alex probably needs some support. He needs some help, but he don't want to be bothered with Donna, and he knows that he don't want to be in the middle of it. And basically he's saying that she shouldn't show up. He's done. There's no reason for Donna to come to the shop. Because he said he tried to help her and she refused his help. So there's no need. Like, we done with her. We done. So, he loves saying, I'm done. I'm done with her. I'm just done. He loves saying that about Donna. Lord have mercy. Then he's at home. He's back in love with Suzette, acting like he ever broke up with her. He ever left her when they were staying in the same damn house. And she was like, you didn't even have a nice house when we got together. He was like, I wasn't really worried about a house, but in any event, he gets paid. All of a sudden the court papers come and Suzette's reading them. He's been found not guilty. No child abuse has gone on at all. That's what CPS, sent him from Fulton County, Georgia, to seize. And so it is what it is. So they're happy. He said he ain't never going to speak on the situation. And he knows he didn't do anything. And then Suzette basically was asked when she first flew out to see C's. She said he had sheets as curtains. He had no pots. He had no pans. Basically, she was probably saying his mattress was on the floor. He had no fitted sheets. I'm just adding that part in. She said he had nothing. She was like, if you saw his house, you would think that it wasn't even C's house. And that's the same thing Duchess said about C's and how they were living. Like, you wouldn't even believe the situation. So basically, she done clown C's, said that, she got him together. She got him some pots and pans. I'm like, C's got a mother. He got a sister. He got aunts. He don't know how to buy pots and pans and put, sheets on the, sheets on the mattress. He don't know how to put curtains up. He don't know how to buy no blinds. Like, what's going on? Y'all acting like this man is handicapped. So basically, you can take the hood out the man, but the hood is still in the man because he making all this money, running all these businesses, and he look like he is living in the real project. He's looking like, his house is the trap house. His house is where you go to smoke. I'm like, Lord. I'm like, what's going on with this situation? Lord have mercy. So basically, she shaded her man on TV. Of course you would. And so then we have, Alex, he's on the phone talking to oh shit's doing good. Oh shit sounds very confident. Oh shit he got his own shop. He's still married to Nikki. He got the kids. Remember oh shit's, first baby mama that we met? She thinks she was Caucasian and she was trying to bring all the kids together. She was down with all the shit that oh shit was doing. She was just trying to keep the kids together. Lord have mercy. He's lucky he had children by good women. And Nikki done picked him up. She done put her life savings in oh shit, and I guess they're doing what it do. And Alex and oh shit are cool. They're good friends and everything. And so he's calling to find out some advice of how to deal with Donna. And Alex also admits that he done said some foul things to Donna. He feels bad when he says, things to her. He doesn't know how to communicate. And he's just asking for advice, and he's closer to oh shit. I thought he was gonna be like, oh shit, hook me up with a job. I thought that was gonna happen, but that didn't happen. What's up, Latoya Roberts? How you doing? What's good with you? I'm sure she the same shit that Suzette said is the same thing Duchess said about Caesar's living situation. She was like, oh my God, we was living she was talking, we was living in the bottom of the building, and there was sheets on the window. They didn't have nothing. She came in and basically made his life better, fixing things up, and wanted to move to a better apartment, because she said the way that Caesar was living was trife. She couldn't even believe it. And, she was paying the light bills over there, black ink. That's why she wanted a part of the situation. She was helping him pay his child support. She was his ride or die. And so we got, Tatti, he finally brings Uni around. They ain't married. The rumors was he was married to her, but he ain't. He ain't married to her. And I was like, okay, so now Teddy's being a good man. Now he wants to bring her around. I wonder if Tatti's gonna get into that situation. I hope Tatti does, because you co-sign everything that Tatti does. Not everything, but you fire people because of Tatti. So let's see Tatti mess with your relationship and how you gonna feel about the situation. And so we get Rock and we got Crystal there in the studio. You got Spider. We find out that Spider used to do some work. And so basically they played a song and they picked, Crystal, and they just basically shit on Rock. Why they shitting on Rock? It's like they're trying to put Rock down, or they're trying to belittle him, on TV, like he can't tattoo. Spider saying he can't tattoo, then he got disqualified from the contest, and now they don't like the way that he rap or whatever. Crystal's a good rapper. I'm like, damn, and they're competing. It's like crazy. And then we have Spider. Spider lets us know he produced 2 remixes for Nicki Minaj. He worked with the Yin Yang Twins. He worked with what's that dude's name? The one that's always in mess. He was just in the story. He just got exposed today. I can't even think of his name. But in any event, he worked for him. Trey Songz. He was working for Trey Songz or whatever. And so you got that situation. So he's letting us know that he used to produce because he had to do something because his brothers done went to jail and he needed to do something for work and he was producing. So, okay. And then Teddy brings Crystal outside and tells Crystal, you tattoo better than your man. You rap better than your man. So we picking you. I was like, damn, just dog Rock out. You know what I mean? Like, shit on a young man. Like, he ain't nobody. Now, is he the new Walter? Is Rock the new Walter? Like, what's going on? And so, Teddy, but didn't Teddy try to get with her? And remember, Teddy was trying to get, I don't know if he got her. Teddy usually get all the girls in the shop, whether they work there or not, but I think he was trying to get with Crystal, and that's when, Tatti was getting upset, and the other young girl that they hired that was she was in psychology, and they got rid of her because her and Miss Kitty was going at it. But in any event, Uni, you better watch out. You got a whole bunch of praying mantis around your man. So Tatti, she goes back home. She finds out that Francesca left, Michelle left. They said as soon as Tatti walked out and went to Atlanta, they booked out and they ran. So this is Francesca. No, this is Michelle. I think this is Michelle. I don't know. This is either Michelle. This is Michelle. Michelle was out the door. She was gone. Or this is Francesca, one of them. And they left. I think this is Francesca. So this is Michelle right here. This is her cousin Michelle. She left. She bounced. She didn't even want to live there for free. And Francesca left. She didn't want to live with Tatti for free. She bounced. They hit the road, Jack. We got C's talking to this young man, you know, about his daughters, because he's getting 3 of his daughters tattooed on him. And basically, C's is like, so how it is to deal with a teenage daughter? He was like, well, whoever the parent has majority custody of the child, that's who they're going to agree with. But you have to have a relationship with your child. You have to be in your child's life. You have to build that bond with your child and be there. So therefore, when anything is said, they understand what's true and what's not true. And if C's not there in, you know, Cheyenne's life, that's a situation where she might just choose, you know, the other side. Because, you know, C's sister said that he's a TV dad. Crystal said he's a TV dad. C said he's not a TV dad. So, you know. But in any event, he said he's not going to talk about he's not going to talk about Cheyenne anymore. He is done. He's going to let her come to him. Now we get down to Teddy's events. You know, we got Uni, you know, his soon-to-be wife. You know, and she's basically saying, oh my God, Teddy, you done threw this crazy event. It's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. It's just so good. You know, I hope our engagement party and our wedding's going to be like this. I can't wait. He was like, oh, you better hold on. You better hold your horses. You better sit back. You better relax. Like, Teddy was like, I got to get my money right. And Teddy said sitting on the couch all them years done got him where he's at, where now he has his own record label, RGE, I believe, living. Like, Lord, what really does Teddy do but sleep? Everyone is in the bodyguard. I know he's sky blue. Sky blue. I feel that same way, and she didn't act any different from anyone else besides sleeping with a few people on the show. Latoya, Rock. I know Rock. Rock is Latoya. Isn't Rick the one that committed the BS word? I don't even know. What happened to the song? What happened to Trey Songz? Oh, Trey Songz' girlfriend, she exposed him like they were sleeping in a bed. She put on she put her phone up and she basically started recording him and recording herself that she was in a bed with him. They woke up together like he was still sleeping. So then he jumped up and he got on Instagram and said it wasn't me. He was playing Shaggy in the background. You know, Trey Songz be doing the most. They probably playing that shit out. But in any event, that's what went down. So the girl's supposed to be his girlfriend or whatever, or he basically didn't deny it. Who knows? But some girl woke up filming Trey Songz sleeping. And, you know, he jumped on Instagram immediately. I mean, when I say looking for attention, they be looking for attention. Trey Songz, you just need to drop a hit. You need to drop some music. You know, get up with these young artists. Do some new shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, you know, be known for, you know, being physical with ladies, because, you know, we like to think about you being physical, not actually seeing you being physical with ladies. You know what I mean? You had the music. What happened? Why are you doing all this? Why are you thirst trapping so much? Why are you doing the most despicable things online? Nobody want to see you spit here and spit there. Like, it's disgusting. Like, shit, like, they forgot about the music. Teddy needs to work on them legs. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Sky Blue. Also, I think VH1 is trying to clean the show up after they allow Sky to craze and become, you know, I feel what you're saying. Belle, they really does Teddy do but sleep with everyone. What is his bodyguard? His body count is really high. His body count is really high on the show. His body count is higher than C's. Him and Donna are probably a tie, and then comes Tatti, and then comes C's. You know, because they was getting it in, and Tatti still want her some Teddy. She want her some Teddy. Like, Lord have mercy. What is going? So, in any event, so he explaining to her, like, you gotta hold on with this, you know, this wedding and shit like that. You know, I thought she had money too, Teddy. But in any event, you know, he wants, you know, what's his name, Puma, to host the show. Because he said he don't want C's there because C's is an attention, you know what. And C's is going to be taking all the attention. Please like the video. Please like the video. Please like the video. It'd be greatly appreciated if you like the video. Thank you so much. And now we have Teddy basically saying that he doesn't want anybody to give, you know, Tatti any more liquor because baby, she's already turning up. She's loud. She's obnoxious. You know, she's feeling a certain type of way. She's trying to talk to the rappers on stage. She's screaming over the microphone. She's doing what Tatti usually do. She's out in heat. She ain't got Donna. She ain't got Alex around. So now she's in heat and she is looking for some bate. You see how Puma's totally haircut changes? His haircut is totally different from the picture that I showed you. You know what I mean? His hairline is all the way back. You know what I mean? So we'll go back to that situation. But in any event, we see DJ A1. You know, that's Candy's DJ in the background. So I was like, okay, this event might be a little bit official. You got DJ, I think it's DJ Just One. Is that his name, DJ Just One? Or is it DJ A1? Well, whatever his name is, he is Kandi Burruss DJ, and he also DJ'd the Escape Battle with SWV. And also, he recently got a promotion with Kandi Burruss at the Candy Coated Factory, baby. So, you know, he is doing a damn thing. He's on Black Ink Crew. He is handling his business. Go ahead. And he said he grew up listening. He said his first, you know, when he first wanted to become a DJ, like the first music that he got was, you know, Escape. Like, damn, so you already know he loves him some Escape, point blank, period. I was like, look at DJ over there. Hey, Information Man, what's going on? What's popping? So, you know, you got that situation. And then we got Tatti. She's out here. You know, she got the bottle in her hand. She's all intoxicated. She's doing the most. And basically, she tells, you know, Teddy. She tells Teddy, hey, listen, you need to be celebrated. You've been doing so much. I would, you know, be in your bed tonight, but it seems like your bed is already occupied. And Teddy just was like, what? And Uni was right there. So Tatti's back to her old ways. She want to get some. Information Man is in the building. You guys, please subscribe to Information Man's channel. Also, please subscribe to Tony's channel. What's up, Tony? What's going on? Hey, Mo, how you doing? What's good with you? And also, you know, it's just like, oh, wait. You know, Tatti's out here back to being the thought that she is in these streets, baby. She didn't care that Uni was there. This is why Teddy didn't want to bring Uni around, you know, the ladies, because I thought Tatti was going to just calm down. She was going to relax. She was going to be good because, you know, she's trying to be manager, but now she's coming for Teddy, you know, knowing that he's engaged or whatever the case may be, and she don't give a damn. I was like, go ahead, Tatti, do your thing. Mess with Teddy. And so we get to Crystal. She gets on stage. She does a magnificent job. She does a good job. And then she falls off the stage. So as you can see the green lights, she's falling off the stage. She done hit the floor and everything. She tried to make a turn, try to be all cute, and she didn't even see the steps, and she done hit the floor and fell, baby. She almost had a lawsuit. She is embarrassed. What the walk of shame of just falling down like that. Lord have mercy. Hey, Mom, glad you're doing good. And so, you know, Rock, he comes down. He rushed to help her up. We have Puma. He's trying to help her up, too, as well. And then Tatti, she runs back there and she tells Crystal, guess what I said? I told Tati that, you know, he needs to be celebrated. If his bed was empty, I'll be in his bed. So basically, it seems like Tatti has been talking to Crystal about how she wants to hook up with Teddy and how she's feeling Teddy again. But Teddy got Uni right now. And this is why he didn't want to bring Uni around, because of the old and the, you know, residue of the women that he used to mess with. And so she's not too drunk and she's not too intoxicated if after she did that she ran over there to tell, you know, Crystal, but Teddy just brushed it off and said, oh, she just been drinking. So I wonder, have Teddy and Crystal been hooking up? I mean, Teddy and Tatti been hooking up while Teddy was still with Uni, because, you know, it'll come out sooner or later. It'll come out sooner or later. And then we get to the sad situation for next episode. Donna shows up to the situation. She's getting ready to film. They have something going on. And then they're telling Donna that she can't, you know, Puma's like, I don't want to film with you, Donna. You're an abuser and things of that nature. And then, you know, we have, what's his name? Oh, I mean, like, come on, Donna. I hope this is just, a little cut and edit. I hope you ain't putting your hands on that man. I hope you ain't putting your hands on Alex like that. Like, that's like, it's just self-destruction, because it's like she don't got nobody in her corner as it is now. She got her mama and her daddy, but she ain't trying to listen to them. She ain't been listening to them. She's been doing what the hell she want to do all this time and wilding out and acting a muck on TV, acting like she got no common sense. And so now, Alex, he pulls up, and I guess this lady with the braids in her hair, the twisties in her hair, or the banana curls in her hair, is basically saying, I see that big old scratch on your lip, Alex. Where did that scratch come from? What happened? And so now everybody's saying that there's domestic violence going on between Alex and Donna, and they're accusing Donna of having, of being the culprit in the situation because he has a wound on his face. And then we got Walter. Walter's coming back saying, whatever I gotta do, master, whatever I gotta do, C's, how can I prove this to you? I'm like, damn, he gotta take this way, he gotta take this road to get back in, he gotta go out like this. It is what it is. They gotta get that bread, they gotta eat. So whatever storyline they come up with, they gonna follow with it, they gonna roll with it. So Walt is gonna come back begging for his position and trying to prove himself to C's. Lord have mercy. Yep, it's a whole sad situation all the way around. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. The phone lines is open if anybody want to call in and tell me what you think. Let me see if I can find Puma's haircut again. Where's Puma haircut? Let's see, where is Puma? Where you at? Tatti's own family they don't even want to live rent-free. That's a damn shame. They don't even want to live rent-free. Okay, here we go. Here goes Puma. That is definitely, sprayed on. What is going on with Puma? That is definitely sprayed on. Because if we go back to this picture, like, Lord have mercy. Please like the video. Please like the video. Please like the video. Please share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad is in the building. Baby. Where is Puma? Okay, that was the only clean shot of Puma. I guess so. I guess that was the only clean one. Because his hair is totally different here. You see how lower his forehead is? Like, he's down with Wendy Osefo. Spraying shit on. Like, we can't tell. And you're going to get on TV with bright lights. See, his forehead in the second picture is way much bigger. Way much bigger. I should have a better shot of him, but I don't know where. Puma is too much. His forehead is way much smaller in the first photo than it is the second photo. The second photo is his natural forehead. Puma, you be playing too much, Puma. Puma, why you be playing? Puma be playing too much. His forehead is huge, and over here is shrunkage. His shrunkage in the first picture. Lord have mercy. Puma, spray clean. I know the spray is clean though, but you can still tell. I didn't even notice that at first until I was like, "What? That shit don't look real." Fancy face. Yeah, that shit is drawn on, but the style looks better than his other hairstyles. You right, Mo? You right? Facts. LA, I love me some Puma, but I want to smack him to see what happened to all that paint. I just want to rub his forehead. Let me give you a nice little forehead massage. Puma is too funny. You can't see all Puma thoughts from 2020. Lord have mercy. Puma is too much. Nah. Not the paintbrush lie. I know, fancy face. It was like, got the paintbrush. Yeah, he painted that shit on. Puma, why you let them do you like that? Kwani, where were you? Kwani, where were you? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Too much. I don't know what Donna's gonna do after Black Ink, because they painted all types of pictures of Donna. That is not cool at all. They're painting all types of imaging of you, Donna, and everything. It's just like, Lord have mercy. Oh, God. Like, Lord have mercy. Like, this is just a crazy situation. It's just like, damn, Donna. Now they saying that you out here doing that to Alex. It's just like, they just throwing Donna, they just burying Donna, Lord. They just burying Donna, and that's just the situation. It's just burying her, which is a sad situation all the way together. Oh, thank you so much, Belle. I appreciate that. The dress still needs help. He needs all kinds of, yeah. What's the name of that guy with the afro that used to paint, paint on abs? What is his name? I don't know. Is it Afro Man? I don't know. I just want to get some rubbing alcohol and some cotton balls. Oh, Lord Major. Lord have mercy. Puma looks like a hot mess on Norris. Tony. Y'all are too much. Dress still needs help. Paul, I know. I can't believe they got my boy Walt coming back. You know what I mean? And he gonna be begging and trying to prove himself, you know, to them and everything. It's like, damn, you know, when you have Tatti over here giving Crystal shots and shit like that to do music, record, you know, work on music, it's just like, damn, there's no opportunities for Walt. You know, I guess Walt went into the cash register. He said he gave himself a cash advance and basically just said, and also, you know, Donna said that is not, you know, Walter in the video of breaking into Black Ink, because Walter is bow-legged, and that man is not bow-legged that they seen in the video, you know, breaking into Black Ink. So I guess, you know, Puma keeps taking one for the team. When is someone gonna help him out? It's a damn shame. Okay. Yeah, so it's just bad. It's just bad the whole way around with the whole situation. It's just terrible all the way around. When it comes to Donna's situation, I just want to see Tatti get into the middle of, you know, Teddy's relationship and what Teddy gonna do. And Uni's gonna ignore the situation that, you know, Tatti wants to get with her man. Tatti done got drunk and basically trying to walk up to, you know, Teddy and try to get in his pants and everything, and that's all good, you know. And then your man is gonna be around her all the time, you know what I mean? And they be having parties, you know, to get back to New York. What's going on? But Teddy might not risk his relationship, but he's already been there with Tatti, so he might just want to pass back through down memory lane when it comes to Tatti. I wonder how he gonna handle that situation, because the way he did Jada Blue, the way that they did Miss Kitty, the way that they did Toki, you know, was terrible. The way that they did, you know, Melody, that she was a thief, she was a robber, you know what I mean? So I guess Tatti get away with everything, because Teddy said he was gonna be so protective of, you know, Uni and everything else like that. But this woman came to your face while your fiance sitting like 3 feet away or 2 feet away and try to get in your bed, and you're gonna say blame it on the alcohol? She went over there and she told, you know, Crystal what she did, and that's only ensures that Crystal and Tatti has been talking about you, Teddy, and that's why she went over there. She said, oh my God, I did it. I told Teddy. So they've been talking about it. So it was a plot to get all the OGs out, in my opinion. And they surely did. They surely did. They got the OGs out for real, for real. Teddy. Lord have mercy. Miss Kitty is the prettiest woman on Black Ink Crew. I know. But she won't be. I hope she's going to be on Black Ink Crew Chicago. Hey, thank you, Greg. I appreciate that. Hey, I hope all is well. Thank you so much, Reggie. Greg Blanchard is in the building. Reggie has been around since I first started doing my reviews on the hip hop show. What is the name of that show? Uptown Baby, Sugar Hill. Remember Sugar Hill? They had a reality TV show, and he was around since then. He's been around for years. Like, he's one of, like, a day one that always come in and check on me and see how I'm doing, see what's good. We're talking like 3 years ago. Thank you so much. I appreciate the donation. That is so sweet of you. That is so nice of you. I mean, he's been watching me from when there was only one person and my videos used to only get 2 views. He will be the second view of my videos, and he'll be asking me all types of questions. I'll be nervous. I didn't even know how to respond to the questions because I was just a beginner YouTuber. But me responding back and forth and him asking me questions, that helped build me up too as well, to be able to, answer questions in the comments. Like, because usually, when you first start, you just want to upload your video or do your video and then just walk away from, like, okay, I hope people like it. But then people want to start asking you questions. How do you feel about this? What is your take on that? And, he made it very clear, like, yo, you need to have your own opinion on this shit. Like, I want to know what you think. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. And this is years ago. I was so nervous when I used to first do YouTube. Oh, my God. I used to be like, I don't know what the questions, but, But so we'll see, what's going to go down. But they're doing Donna dirty. I know Donna's not the best person. I know Donna got a bad reputation. I know Donna did all this. Donna, she's not the person that you will probably want to represent you too as well. But they took advantage of a lot of good moments that Donna made, a lot of viral moments on Black Ink Crew, just as so did Sky. And as we hear from a lot of, former reality TV stars that were on these shows, even... what is her? I can't even think of her name from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They threw her out, but they basically capitalized off of her too as well. They capitalize off of you until they can't capitalize off you no more, because people start to ask questions. People start to wonder, why are you still there? Why are you taking advantage of this person? Why are you filming this person when you can see that they have emotional problems, or they have drinking problems and things of that nature? But it's just like they capitalized off her. When Donna first came on this show, she was 21 years old. She was still a kid. Imagine being a kid on an upcoming, TV show that, like, is the best at one point in time. Hey, what's up? What's going on? You got to turn me down in the background.
Yeah, I turned it down.
Okay, what's going on? Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
This is Steve. I'm calling from Detroit.
What's up, Detroit? Hey, Steve, how you doing?
All right. Now, I like to call it in every now and then and chop it up with you.
Go ahead. Tell me your thoughts on tonight's episode.
Okay. First, I kind of want to start with, I hate to start with Donna, but I got to start with, listen, we eventually knew this was coming. Donna too masculine. You damn well know she was beating Alex up.
No, I didn't know she was beating him up.
Yeah, he a beta male. I like Alex, but he could do better than Donna. I'm sorry. She too masculine. She done slept with most of the shop, except Steve, but yeah, it's kind of time for Donna to go.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't utilize the platform right. She should have built her brand off the platform, like all the other people who use Black Ink to, kind of build a brand. I think we talked about this the week before last, and I said how other people on Black Ink actually got their own shop. It was somebody else I forgot to mention on that. I forgot to mention Van from Black Ink Chicago. He went and got his own shop too.
Yep, he's doing a shop. He's supposed to be opening up a shop with C's, and then he opened up a shop in Texas, I believe, or Houston, with somebody else. I remember doing a video on it and congratulating Van on opening his own shop. It's not even in the Shy.
Yeah. So you see, Van did it. Puma still got his own shop.
Puma don't got no shop. Oh shit, got
Puma
a shop. Oh shit
got a shit. But Puma do got a shop. Remember when Puma separated from Black Ink Crew all them years ago? He went and got his own shop.
But then somebody else owned that shop. Remember they kicked Puma out? Remember he was beefing? He was beefing with the owner of the shop that he was supposed to be a business partner with, and then eventually they cut ties.
Okay.
But did you see Donna the last time we talked, Donna, before we even talked, a week ago, she was online and she was crying, and remember I was telling you that she really think these people are her friends, that C's like her, and she's like, I thought they was my friends, I thought that they liked me. She was like, when I first came to Black Ink, I was only 21 years old, I was a kid, I was looking up to them, and nobody taught me nothing, like they was like, everything I was doing was okay, and now they're turning on me. And she was like, Bay turned on her, she said, Tatti turned on her, C's turned on her, Teddy turned on her, and everything. This was like a week before we talked.
Yeah, but look, Donna didn't change up. She didn't grow. There was no growth there.
You're right.
They got a relationship with Donna for its own show. When the camera's not rolling, they don't really got no relationship with Donna. Donna was always jumping on her live Instagram, bashing the whole crew and things. Even back in the day. That's what Puma even tried to remind her of when she was brought up the Wolf situation, remember? And then Puma was like, y'all work friends, meaning y'all only friends when the cameras is on. When the camera's off, she go her way, you know what I'm saying, and they go their way. Now, a lot of them had relationships before the production crew came in, like Puma, C's, Teddy and them, Walt and them. They've been around for years. Before it was a reality show. Donna didn't get there until the cameras came. Until they, brought the show to TV, did the reality show. Then Donna came. So Donna don't have no relationship with them outside of production, outside of the cameras.
Now with Donna being 21 and coming into that, and Donna being that young, and then Donna saying that she believed that they were still friends, she believed that they were cool, doesn't that tell you like something's kind of off with Donna?
Yeah, something kind of off with Donna. Donna was around there she didn't really bring no value. She came and kind of slept her way, slept with a bunch of them, but Donna don't even tattoo.
She can make roses. She can make roses. Remember she perfected how to make a rose bush, and that's it. And then she just stopped tattooing. But then she was still supposed to be in the shop selling something, but it just shit went left because of her and Tatti's relationship. They should have a rule that they should not be sleeping together.
Yeah, I totally agree. Sleeping together, with work colleagues, it always brings extra drama. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Tatti. In the beginning, Tatti slept with Walt and things, but, she ran through the shop, too. But I'm going to tell you really what keep her there, where C's going to always have a special place for Tatti, even though he never slept with her. Tatti was the one that exposed Miss Kitty when they went down there to New Orleans and they was chilling with Ryan. And when Miss Kitty was sleeping with Ryan, because C's would have never found out if it wasn't for Tatti going run back and telling them. So believe it or not, C's always going to have a special place for Tatti for coming back and telling them that. Her and Ryan probably would have still been sleeping behind C's back, and he wouldn't have known a damn thing. So Tatti kind of played the game and kind of got herself in.
And let me tell you the crazy thing about that situation. And that is true because she was trying to fight. She was trying to fight Miss Kitty and wanted to expose Miss Kitty sleeping with, Ryan, allegedly. Okay, at one point in time, I believe Miss Kitty slept with Ryan, because Ryan on one episode of Black Ink Crew Chicago, he said, look at all the women. He goes, I can die a happy man, because he had all these women. And it was Miss Kitty, it was Kat, it was, you know, Aria, and it was, you know, Danielle. And he was like, look at the lineup. So I was like, oh, he definitely gave us the tea, but that he slept with them. And then I don't know, Ryan and Miss Kitty both got on Instagram Live. I have the video on my channel where they both say that it was part of a storyline that they never slept together.
Nah, you know, we don't believe that.
That's what they said.
Go back and look at the timeline. It's when Tatti and Miss Kitty, they went to some function down there in Rawlings.
Yeah, they went to.
Them all took pictures with Ryan. Yeah, I guess they were supposed they had hooked up that night or whatever. Well, of course they're gonna tell us that they didn't do it, but you know damn well.
Well, Tatti said that Ryan and Miss Kitty slept in the same. They slept in the same room when Tatti was there, so Tatti could actually hear them and saw them actually having sex. You think Miss Kitty would do something like that? I don't believe Miss Kitty would do that. With Tatti there. Miss Kitty is hood. Kitty's not dumb. She know what type of female. It's just, Tatti was like, I was there. I seen him.
Yeah, you know, she trusted Tatti at the time, because you know.
Yeah, they were friends,
Tatti was like, they was like best friends at the shop. She didn't think Tatti was going to run back and tell C's, and that, I ain't gonna lie, that probably would solidify Tatti's spot, too, at Black Ink. That's why she able to kind of play the game and get away with stuff she getting away with, because she went back and told C's what happened, because, you know, he'd have been looking real crazy out here, you know, if she didn't come back with that information. And damn, I forgot about the cat girl. Even that cat girl, remember her that was at Black Ink Chicago? She wound up getting her own shop. I think it's out there in L.A.
Yep, she got her own shop. She just had a baby, too, with a linebacker. I forgot his name. She just had a baby, too.
Okay, yeah.
But she can act, but she's nasty. She's nasty at tattooing. You know, and Donna need people to hold her hand, or she needed somebody to guide her in that way. Just like Tatti is basically saying that she wants C's to open up a shop and they co-own it together. That's something that Donna needs. She needs somebody to hold her hand, but no, C's ain't gonna mess with Donna like that, because Donna slept with, you know, what's her name? So Duchess.
But you remember though, the show before last, C's offered her a deal of a lifetime. He said he would give her a spot. First, he been asking her what she wanted to do. She keeps saying she didn't know what she wanted to do. If she came with a plan, C already said he would have got her own building or whatever, and they would have set whatever up for her. Remember? But she couldn't decide what she wanted to do, and she wound up pushing him. Yep. Come on, Donna can't keep her hands to herself, and Donna... Yeah, C's gave her a deal of a lifetime. I don't know what more she wanted. He would have helped her, but she forced people not to want to help her because she's too violent. Donna then got violent. She usually didn't be that way in the first seasons.
The first two seasons, she wasn't that way.
No, she wasn't. Now she fighting at the drop of a dime. It's like she done took over from where Sky left off. You know, Sky was the female bully of the show, and now it's Donna.
And then Donna had got married, and that dude was abusing her. So Donna might think it's okay to put your hands on somebody. You know what I mean? Not even thinking that it's okay, because she was abused too as well, and she has a lot of childhood trauma, and then getting on this show didn't help it. It just elevated her trauma, elevated a lot of things with her, because you can nobody, you know, with any type of, you know, common sense and value would be doing the shit that Donna had, you know, porta potty Donna. Like, how did that get out? Like, you know, and all the other stuff. It's just like, you know, Donna gets played a lot too as well. She would let everything rock, and trying to be too real, you know, end up hurting her. But, you know, she's doing a lot on Instagram. I just don't think that she's all the way right mentally.
You know what? I agree. And you're right. You're right. Donna was married to the one jailhouse dude that was beating the brakes off of her So she just think, disagreement, go upside the head.
You sound like my mother said, go upside your head. Look, oops, upside the head. Oops, upside the head.
Oops, upside the head. Yep,
God forgive me.
She put the beat down on poor little Alex.
Poor Alex. Lord Alex. Poor Alex. Poor Alex.
Yeah, degrading them in front of everybody, talking down on them, telling them to man up and all that stuff. I mean, Donna doing too much, man. Too masculine. She got too much masculine energy.
Yo, she cussed him out so bad on that plane, was ridiculous in front of everybody on camera. But, Alex says that he does some type of meditation where he can, get everything, he can block everything out and just be at one. Like basketball players, when they get ready to make that 3-point shot, they silence all the noise around him. He said that's what he does. And I guess that's how he's been getting along with the situation. But he called those shit for help tonight. He called those shit for some help. Lord.
I don't blame him, man. You know that. And if you think about it, I said this the last time we talked. That's the reason Alex got jumped by them, because of Donna mouth and always being on aggressiveness. See, when you got a boyfriend and females be so aggressive and masculine, when it's time to fight, your man gonna have to take that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And yeah, that's what got Alex jumped, because of Donna ready to go.
But I went and rewatched that episode. Teddy did Alex dirty. Teddy caught Alex from the side. Alex didn't even know that Teddy was on the opposite side of the banner. So when C's was running at, Alex, Teddy swung and hit him so hard.
Yeah, I don't condone what they did. They was wrong for jumping Alex. I mean, Alex ain't nothing but, like $150 soaking wet. I mean, he real small, but, it was his girl that got him in the situation. Because she already ready to go from 0 to 10 at any time. Donna ready to fight. She usually be like that. Now that Sky gone, it's like she the new bully of the block. Now when Sky was there, she was putting a lot of those girls in check. They were scared to step up to Sky. Don't get me wrong, Donna fought every now and then, but that was about it.
Mm-mm. So what do you think about Tatti, trying to make the moves on, Teddy?
I don't think Teddy gonna be a fool to mess with Tatti. Yeah, he ain't gonna mess his marriage up. He seems like he got a beautiful wife.
That's his fiance. They're not married. They're not married yet. But do you think he might be sliding up in Tatti while he was with Uni? She's ready for it. She's open.
I hope not. That ain't gonna do nothing but create more drama. Tati ain't gonna be faithful. Just like the time when they was messing around in the beginning when she first got there. Then she snuck out the shop with one of them other dudes and went and slept with him. Somebody that worked out the shop. Now, if Teddy go back to that, Teddy a real fool, a real clown out here. If he go back to Tati, messing with her, he shouldn't look Tati way.
And what do you think about C's been found not guilty of child abuse in Fulton County, Georgia, from Children's Services?
Oh man, that's a real touchy situation, but I guess they didn't have the evidence, and C's got money, to pay for the right lawyers. But I'm gonna tell you, his baby mama Crystal got to be held accountable for some of this foolishness. I mean, I know the week before last you said something about her possibly having some financial difficulties and things like that. But was she having financial difficulties when she got that surgery on her chin and things like that? You know how much money that costs, that type of plastic surgery? So either she ain't doing something right with her money and she just spending it wildly, or something ain't adding up. That costs a lot. That's the same thing. That's similar like Sky Sons tried to call her out, the oldest one, when he said, like, you know, they were still in foster homes and things like that, when their mama was spending money getting ass injections and getting her breasts done and things like that. So I'm just saying, C's baby mama got to be held accountable for some of this stuff. Because C said when he was down and out, she didn't want to be around him. Now, when production came, he started getting money from being on TV with the Black Ink crew. Then here come Crystal. She wanting to come back around. Obviously, he caught up with the child support, because I remember them arresting them on one of them episodes back in the day, in the beginning of it. So he caught up with that. She then got the surgery on her face, money looking good. Now she want all these demands. I mean, she just trying to tear the man down. You know, now don't get me wrong, he got to fix his relationship with his daughter, but sometimes, you know, the mothers could play a part in that too. Keeping the child away, always talking negative on the father. You know, they keep that wedge in between them.
That could be possible. We know that kind of stuff happens. But only thing that gives Crystal, you know, more credence to her story about C's being, you know, a TV dad is Caesar's sister. She jumped on Instagram, and it's all over YouTube, where she basically says Caesar's a TV dad, and he's never been in Cheyenne's life like that. You know what I mean? He hasn't really been a father to her. That's what his own sister said. As far as Crystal, when Crystal should have unplugged or broke that phone and not let Cheyenne get on, you know, Instagram and say what she said. What she should have did was made a statement about what happened, because Crystal ultimately spoke about the situation, you know, publicly, because it was being talked about on the show. So she was addressing the situation. But before that happened on the show, her daughter months ago jumped online and said things about C's, you know, and things about, you know, his girlfriend. But you know, if someone feels like they was abused or they were hurt or they was neglected, you know, and this person is famous, the first thing they're gonna do is tell the public, oh, this person that you guys love so much did this to me, did that to me. So that's the first avenue that they're gonna go to. And when it's a family matter of that nature, where the relationship can possibly never be repaired or may not be repaired no time soon, that's when you got to step in as, you know, as a parent and try to work it out. To me, I believe when a situation first went down in Atlanta with Caesar's daughter Cheyenne, he should have booked a hotel room, because he got money for Cheyenne to go to a hotel room, and then flew Crystal out, because she don't really got the money, and had her stay with her daughter, and then the next day got some try to get some counseling, some therapy. He shouldn't have never let them go back to New York without solving that situation, or trying to work it out, and trying to let his daughter know how much he loves her, how much he cares for her, and things of that nature. And plus, only thing that C's showed us on Black Ink Crew this season, that he was blocked from, you know, his daughter Cheyenne's phone, but it's not showing him, you know, taking an Uber ride or getting a plane ticket to go see her, to go to her house. Crystal says that he don't even know where she lives at.
Yeah, but is that on C's or is that on Crystal not giving them the address to where she live at?
I forgot the reason why she said he doesn't know. I believe she was saying because he doesn't care, but I think they shouldn't have never let that whatever happened between Cheyenne and C's, they should have worked that shit out in Atlanta before they even came to New York. They should have did something together as parents, coming together to protect their child, make sure she get the help and the service, and also get them the help and the service. When you poor, you can't really do shit like that. But when you got money, you can have a counselor come in, you can have a therapist come in, you can pay for a hotel room, you can pay for flights. And then he went months without talking to her. And once you have all that time, it makes him less, you know, even wanting to fix the problem, because he thinks it's too big. Now the daughter thinks he don't even love her, and now, you know, the mother is basically says, I just knew he didn't love us, or I mean not love us but love her. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I agree. And it's, you know, one thing he really did wrong. He should have checked his girlfriend for getting in the business with his daughter. That's their kid. You don't have no right to say anything. he should, I don't know about that real estate girl he with. He probably should cancel her. I'm sorry. He got money. He could find another. But she was way out of line for getting into the little, I think they got into a Twitter beef or something online when with his daughter. He should have canceled her just straight off of that. Stay in your lane. She shouldn't have had anything to say to his kid. That's not her place. You know? No, I don't agree with his method on that.
That's the same thing Teddy said. Teddy said that he should cancel her because how she can't come for your daughter. That's Teddy said that to him on national TV.
Yeah, Teddy was right too. He's showing like that's weird. He being weak on that. He's showing he being a weak man. He should have canceled her. Ain't no way you should have let her come for your daughter. You ain't been with her. She's ain't been with that lady that long. What they been rocking together for about a year or so now?
Like a year and a half.
Yeah, he ain't married to her or nothing. That's just a girlfriend. You don't let her step into any conflict you have with your kid. That's not her place. And she should have stayed in her own lane too. He gonna have problems with that one if he stay with her, boy. I can see it already. She another one that got a lot of masculine energy. Ain't no way she should have got into it with his kid.
The way she cussed him out on one episode, she was like, "What, you gonna put me on a shelf?" And she was all up in his face like she was about to bite him. I was like, what? What?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing all the masculine energy in her. I don't know what he's seeing her. She's too aggressive. She's cussing him out on TV or getting aggressive with him, and then you want to try to check his daughter and get into that's a child. She should have been mature enough to not even indulge or just let C's handle that. That's not her kid. She ain't married to him, so she's not even a step parent. He gonna have problems with that. I don't know what she is, a real estate agent or something.
Real estate agent. She's a social worker. You're a counselor. And I was like, I don't know how she's a counselor. You know, she should have intervened in that situation real quick before it got out of hand. And she's basically.
I don't know what type of social worker she is. I don't know what type of social worker she is. She ghetto as hell.
And I'm going to ask you this question. Okay, so as kids, you know when you have a kid, right? And so you have a kid, and so the situation with C's and Cheyenne, right? So C said that she wouldn't do her chores, she wouldn't wash the dishes, and so he got upset with her, and then basically because she wouldn't do her chores, so she goes from not doing her chores, and you have an argument with her, whatever happened. And then she flies back home. That don't make no sense. And when I didn't do my chores, I couldn't go fly to this place and that place and leave the house. It's like, did he want her to go, or did something really bad happen? Like, usually when a kid don't do their chores, you punish them. How the hell she can just go back home to mama like that if she's living with you and you're her primary sole provider at this time and point? You know, after, because she don't do her chores, she get to go back home with mama. No, you gonna do these dishes, gonna sit here, you gonna do these dishes, we gonna work out a situation. So it just brings, like, maybe something really did happen that was, like, you know, not coming back from, because usually when you're a child, you don't get to say, oh, I'm gonna go to grandma's house now.
Yeah, you could tell something happened that they probably not airing on or speaking on, you know, for her to fly all the way back home over some dishes. And she probably was feeling some tension from the new girlfriend, too. You know, they probably started not getting along or so, you know. So, yeah, something actually had to happen. I don't think she would have went all the way back to New York from Atlanta over some dishes. But I can't say, you know, if he put his hands on her, you know, I can't say that.
Me either.
Allegedly,
yep. Me either. I'm just saying something must have really happened, because usually when you don't do your chores, it's going to be consequences the next day. Or, he did take her phone, but all of a sudden now she get to go back home. Was the girlfriend saying, oh, let her go back home, and, the girlfriend said, and C's and the girlfriend both said that, when Cheyenne went back home to visit and she came back with an attitude. Okay, C's an adult. He's almost 50 years old. She's an adult too as well. And she works with underprivileged children. She's a counselor. So now you should be aware that if you think this way about Krystal, that maybe Cheyenne might not come back the way that she's supposed to. So that's how you end up internalizing that and making sure you set boundaries, and you also kind of work with her too as well, because now there's a big change, because she's going from not living so wealthy in New York to coming to living so wealthy in Atlanta, because it's cheaper too as well, and she's got money. So as an adult, they should deal with it. But they basically was trying to say, oh, when she went back with Krystal and then she came back home, she had this attitude. Well, then you're supposed to handle that as adults, because that type of shit happens.
I agree, and that's what I'm saying about that girlfriend and her being a social worker. She should kind of know how to deal with kids that got issues. You know what I'm saying? But something ain't right with her. I bet you it's tension between them that's causing friction from seizing this kid. Because something ain't. She ain't answering. She ain't trying to be the mediator or kind of make soften the situation up or nothing. All she doing is adding fuel to the fire by opening her mouth. I don't know what type of social worker or counselor she is. Anybody who hires her, they might want to look at these little shows and rethink about that.
I know, it's crazy. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. It's just like, if Cheyenne did get online and she said some horrible things about, Suzette, but Suzette knows that she's a child, she's underage, the best thing that Cheyenne could have did was like, Cheyenne, she's a daughter of the man that I love, and I love her, and I'm only going to pray for her, and you guys lift Cheyenne up in prayer, and I'm going to lift her up in prayer. But yet she didn't do that. She came out like she was battling the girl, like, I was like, what? And then, on the episode, not this episode, but the episode before last, she said that, sees, as long as you protect me and my children. And it was like, she was about self-preservation. I don't know if she said anything about Cheyenne and how she likes her or whatever, because they edit some things out and they could only put that part in where she said, well, C's, I'm going to mind my business. You just make sure you protect my daughter and you protect my children. So I guess, maybe Suzette is trying to say that Cheyenne was a problem when she was at the house with her kids. And some women will get jealous of another man's children with another woman, and once he bring them into the house, because Suzette created that house for her and C's, and now his daughter's there,
Right. But C's don't have no kids with Suzette.
She got 2 kids, but them are not his kids, so,
Right.
Yep.
So it's like, and that's where Suzette being wrong. She entering a relationship and she bringing baggage with her. I hate to call kids baggage, but I'm saying, if she bringing her kids to the relationship, why you can't accept him with his kid? She want to be territorial and kind of, kick his kid to the curb and just want C's to take care of her kids, and they not even biologically his kids. That don't make no sense. This is where certain women be selfish when it comes to that. They just want you to do for their kids, even though it's not yours. But when your kid come around, they with that little, cattiness and attitude. I bet you part of that situation with her not getting along with her father, I bet you part of that is that girlfriend. What's her, Suzette? Suzanne, what her name is?
Suzette.
Okay.
But Suzette, I gotta say this too. Suzette did say, and C's both did say, that Suzette, and Cheyenne got along real well. She was helping, Cheyenne lose weight, but she was also shading Cheyenne. When she texts, when she posts to, Instagram saying, you was overweight and I helped you lose weight. But at first they were getting along, you know what I mean? But after, so that's one point. C's and Cheyenne and Suzette were getting along, and Suzette was basically trying to be a good stepmother. Suzette blames Crystal. Suzette says that Crystal is jealous of C's being with her, and so she's trying to use Cheyenne to come after her because Crystal is too scared to come at Suzette herself. And then on top of that, Suzette said that, she said something else. What else did Suzette say? But that's one factor. Oh, when the altercation first happened, when C's got into the altercation with his daughter, the next day or the same day, C's went to Instagram and he posted Suzette, her kids, and her family at the bowling alley while Cheyenne was out here crying on Instagram. I think that's throwing salt in the wound, in my opinion.
Yeah, and even if some of that's true, you see how mouthy Suzette being, and she's saying she putting all that little business out there, trying to say how she helped the girl lose weight. Do all of that even need to be said? That should be y'all personal bond. You don't have to put all that on blast for the world to know. That Suzette is making it. She putting fuel on the fire. Even if Crystal is kind of intervening, Suzette ain't doing nothing but making the situation worse by jumping online and being extra mouthy. She needs to stay in her lane, She's not even a step-parent to that girl. You got to build a bond. You can't, just automatically think, that she's going to respect you or supposed to respect you. Sometimes you got to earn a person respect when you come into a situation like that. Yeah,
and if you look on the screen right now, this is Caesar's at the bowling alley right now. He's with Suzette, her family, and her kids, and this is the next day after that situation had hit the blogs of C's and his daughter having an altercation. So then you have Cheyenne basically saying that he likes her kids better than he likes her, and that's how Cheyenne's taking it.
See, messy stuff.
Yep, messy.
Stuff.
I mean, I would messy. You facts. I'm just like, damn. And it's like, C's has been portrayed on the show. Like, most of the guys from Black Ink Crew, Chicago and New York, has been portrayed as being good fathers. Like, Van's a good father. Ryan's a good father. What we know of C's, until, Crystal and her and C's sister said something, C's is a good father. You have Puma's a good father. Walt tried to be the best father he could. And then you have, Don's is a good father. Ford's a Ford just turned a father. So one of the images about Black Ink Crew is like all the guys that do have children, they're good fathers. This is like the really big situation where now it's like, damn, Caesar's not a good father, because that's one of the main things that they portrayed on all these shows. These guys are dedicated fathers,
Right. And Cheyenne his daughter getting older. She almost grown now. How old she is now? 17?
She's 17 now, yep. Facts.
Yep. See, he probably needs to drop that girlfriend and fix the relationship with his kid, because that girlfriend, Suzette, she just seemed real toxic, and she ain't going to make the situation better. She's too old to be saying the stuff she's saying.
Yep. And he even lied for her, because when C's did, his, I don't think I have the video, but when C's did his press conference, for the Shade Room, he was with Suzette, and someone asked C's in the audience when he was saying that he was going to sue, Crystal for $5 million, for defamation. And someone asked him, what about Suzette going back and forth with your daughter online? And then C said she did not go back and forth with Cheyenne online. She never, had a back and forth with Cheyenne. I was like, damn, this dude is really out here lying like that. I was like, damn. And we seen it. I have the evidence. Yes, he is.
She done got these pussy whips or something. I don't be knowing what be wrong with these guys, man. He could cancel her. It's about 1,000 women out there for him. He got all that money.
It's because, he had bad credit. If you look on the screen, that this is when he's purchasing a house with Suzette and Cheyenne's there. Everything was getting along. I even did videos how I was happy that Cheyenne is getting along with Suzette. She ended up moving down to Atlanta with C's because he brought a house, and to bring Cheyenne out of that New York living. And so he had bad credit. Even though he has all these businesses, his credit was bad. So she's also a credit, agent. Like she can bring your credit up too as well. Social worker, counselor, and then a real estate agent too as well. So I think that he feels like she has a lot to offer. Steve's like a woman that has something to offer and kind of a little bit controlling because of his relationship with Duchess. Duchess was there to help him, get his LLC, make the business a business, and then pay his light bill, pay his child support, pay all this other stuff. He likes strong women, but he get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, he got lost in the sauce on this one because she a little bit too strong and masculine. She got, like I said, that social worker thing. I don't know about that because her communication skills suck. And it's being on display for the world. Just on how she communicating with his daughter, who's still a minor. She got that boss B. How they say the boss B mentality.
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't think they. It's like, they too headstrong. I don't see them lasting. He probably be with her another good. I don't know. They might got a good 2-year run, but I don't see them lasting. She too masculine. Got that boss B mentality. It's a matter of time before they go to bumping heads. Or she get whatever she needs to get out of them, and then she gonna be gone just like Duchess. Duchess got whatever she needed to get out of the season. What she did, she another one went and got her own shop.
She got her, Pretty Ink. Pretty Ink.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine cussing out my dude's kids online. I would just have to eat that. Whatever Cheyenne said she said some treacherous things about Suzette. When I said treacherous, she said Suzette was around Suzette was around when Duchess was around because, Suzette was a mixie back in the day. And she used to always show up and be at the Black Ink parties and everything. So she was around then. And I guess C's wasn't paying her no mind, or maybe he was, who knows, but then they end up hooking up. But I would have to eat that, if my man's children, disrespect me, because I know if I jump in, I've started beefing with his children. I believe that a man's supposed to pick his children, so I wouldn't even want to argue with his child. He's like, just handle that, and I would show him how much of a bigger person I am with the situation, and I would just be like, please pray for our family that, we heal in this time of need. This is not a time to shame. This is not a time to laugh. This is a time to pray for the healing of this young woman and our family, and just keep it moving. And people gonna believe it, whatever. They're gonna believe whatever they want to believe. But you, as being with this man, you shouldn't do that. You should carry yourself a different way than arguing with a child. It's just like arguing with a child on the street, arguing with no damn kid on the street, because a kid might turn around and pull something out on you, or there might be 5 kids behind him that you don't even know about. So you don't argue with kids. You keep it moving because you're an adult. I would never do that unless I'm married to them, and then I get the permission from the mother and my husband that it's okay for me to be a part of the disciplination of the child. But other than that, if I'm just a girlfriend, we only been together for a year and change, I'm gonna just say like, yo, your daughter's really disrespecting me, so you know what, I need something really nice. I need you to drop something in my account. I need my feet rubbed, I need dinner cooked, you know what I mean? I want to have seafood 7 days a week this week, not get online and argue,
Right, especially too, like I said, she bringing kids to the relationship. So you want him to respect your kids, but you don't want to respect his. I mean, make that make sense. It doesn't. You know, you don't want him arguing with your kid or treating your kids in a certain type of way. You want him to be the father figure, play the father role to yours. But you can't tone your little tone down. And I don't know, women just, she ain't even probably looking at her as a kid. She looking at her like another woman.
A competition. You know? That's what somebody said.
Yep.
Facts. Facts. You are so right on that. Facts.
Yep. Yeah, you know women be like that, too.
Mm-hmm.
When girls get a little older, they ain't looking at them like kids. They looking at them like competition. She trying to step on my toes. No, I'm that, I'm that bitch and all that stuff. It be like that, especially when it be older women and younger women.
And C's was buying his daughter, like, she was like, C's done brought you $1,500 wigs, and she was saying all that stuff too as well, that, C's was buying her, nice wigs. That's his daughter. He's supposed to buy her nice wigs.
Right.
You know what I mean? $1,500, we might say that's a lot, but for C's and his daughter, especially his daughter being bullied, there was even, last season his daughter was being bullied and picked on. C's took her to the prom.
Right.
She was being picked on, and now she probably felt very uncomfortable in that house with Suzette.
Yep.
Very uncomfortable.
So, right, and she probably looking, and Suzette probably looking at him like he's spending that money on his dog when he could be spending that money on my kids or me. She playing fake, but she was jealous the whole time. She looking at it as competition.
And women do that. Some women.
They do.
Competition with a man's kids. Competition with a man's kids is sad. Especially when it's a daughter, because that's daddy's girl. But they thinking now, oh no, I'm his girl.
Right.
Not thinking that this child needs all the love in the world that she needs to, especially living in New York, especially living in an area that she probably lives in, then getting picked on and then being bullied and people talking about her weight. She needed her daddy, and then C's never really lived with his daughter, so now his daughter's living with him because C's just bought a house. I believe C's put a lot down on that house, and he's able to pay, that house note and everything. Probably already paid it up with his eyes closed. So he brought his daughter in, and he thinks it's going to be okay. And the shit goes left.
Yeah, because, women don't be accepting of other women's children. They don't. They care about their kids and their kids only. But when it comes to somebody else bringing their kids around, she ain't looking at her like a little girl. She looking at her like, oh, look at this bitch.
I know. It's so, no, but that is the state of some women. A lot of women are not like that, but that's the state of some women that are like that. When we can say that it might be allegedly Suzette is that way because of how, it played out on social media and her clapping back. What grown woman with money, with an education, with a business, a real estate, social worker, working with children, working with underprivileged children, get online and argue with a child? Like, you're supposed to be way much better than that.
Right. She was supposed to be way professional and knew when to tone it down, and you put the words together earlier, real good. She should have said something like that, but she didn't do it. She went tit for tat with the little girl. That girl's 17. She a kid.
And she's from New York.
Agent, a social worker, a counselor. You work with kids, and you going back and forth with her. You really showing your professionalism.
Okay, we have somebody in the comments. Warren says that if you watch the video, Cheyenne was speaking as if C's was her man. She was speaking as if the girlfriend was competition. Go listen to it again. And then she says that Krystal wanted to be with that man and she is very hateful. That's a seed planted. So Warren is basically saying that, the situation, falls on Krystal and Cheyenne. That's what she is saying in the comment section.
But I did say some of the blame got to be on Krystal. I do kind of see what the guy pointing out. Some of that blame do got to be on Krystal. And Krystal did want to get back with C's. You remember the episode, I think it was a couple of seasons ago, when Krystal had got that chin done. She had the plastic surgery. And then remember how she didn't like Miss Kitty because she knew C's was messing with her?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's some hateful stuff that Crystal doing, too. She got to take some of this heat. She probably over there bashing your dad ain't shit. He never will. He never did nothing for you, you know. But she ain't going to tell her part. She ain't going to tell her part that she was going to put him on child support, have him going back and forth to jail. You know what I'm saying? Then when he got his money, and he came up, now she coming back around. So, I'm pretty sure C's probably hold resentment against Crystal for that. You know, they just like to say how the father not in the kid's life, but it's two sides to that story. They never dig on the other side to see, well, what the mother was doing. Was she keeping the father away from the kid or putting a system on him and things like that? Or was he just a deadbeat? He didn't give a damn. He was just in jail, and he didn't want to do nothing. I doubt C's was like that. I'm pretty sure Crystal played a big part of why he wasn't in the child life all the way. So, I agree with Warren.
And also, with that situation, C's sister. Why did his sister come out and say that he's a TV dad? He's never been a part of her life. That's one thing. I believe Crystal should have took that phone, broke it up, and she should have, not had Cheyenne online saying things. If Cheyenne was going to speak, she should have said, Cheyenne, speak about this, speak about that, speak about what happened and how hurt you are, but don't talk about this woman and don't badmouth this woman. That's what should happen. But it didn't seem like Crystal was okay with her daughter doing that. And I believe it's because C's is a public figure. They was on TV and C's was talking about the situation on TV. I would never advise my child to get online. Like if I can, if she get online, I ain't gonna be in a room, I ain't gonna be in the house, I ain't gonna be around. I'm deleting them videos. I'm telling her this is not the way to go. This is not you handle it. I would try to teach her the same things that my mother would have taught me of not to do. I don't know. But Krista was feeling hurt too as well. Krista was feeling like she was being dogged out. She was feeling all this other stuff. But in any event, me as a mother, if this situation would have went down with C's and my daughter, our daughter, and then, send her back home, I would be like, no, C's, what we need to do is work the situation out. We need to get help. Yeah. I need to stay in Atlanta. I'm going to fly down here. If you can pay for the plane ticket or a room or whatever, send Crystal to another place. Send Cheyenne to another place to stay, which is be a hotel. Have somebody at the hotel watch over her, that she's a minor, and I'm going to be on my way there, and let's talk to this. Let's work this out, because when you don't talk about it, you don't discuss it, and you don't work it together, you have to be adults when you have children. So you just can't say, it's just, F that, that's still his daughter, and what? So she's never going to talk to her father again? Like, they're never going to work it out? It's just going to be over? And now you got 2 cases going. Caesar's been found not guilty in Atlanta of child abuse, but now he got another case in Atlanta. Like, there is blame on Crystal and Caesar because they could have handled it better. They're not children. Reach out and get counseling. Reach out to somebody that have better knowledge than you, somebody that is paid to have better knowledge than you, or go to school. So they could have worked this situation out. It didn't have to happen the way that he did, but the show's messy, their life is messy, and the shit just went out online. Just messy.
Yeah, because you got Crystal throwing fire on the situation from one end. You got Caesar's girlfriend throwing fire with it on the other end.
Yep.
And we just seeing a big explosion. Then you add the TV cameras, and it's being displayed out here because they public figures.
Yep.
It's just making it all chaotic, They not the adults, they ain't handling the situation right. The women, definitely the women, and C's could do something different too, but they all handling it wrong, and that's why it's heading to where it's heading. It's just all messed up on both ends. Yeah, Crystal doing a lot of this stuff too. She probably added fuel to the fire, got on her daughter head. F that nigga, come on back, baby. She don't have no control over Cheyenne too. Cheyenne be cussing in front of her. She be on live. Crystal be right there. She be saying all type of foul stuff. She ain't telling her no, put the phone down or anything. And she the adult. So you know it's issues in their home with their relationship too.
And if I was totally innocent in a situation where I didn't do anything, to bash Cheyenne, if I was Suzette and I didn't do anything that was negative, I would be like, listen, Crystal, mother to mother. If I got to record the conversation, mother to mother, C's and Cheyenne is having a difficult time. I just want to help. How can I make you feel comfortable? Because your child is ultimately in that house, and you as a mother should understand that maybe she's thinking this, maybe she's thinking that about me. Because Suzanne is not an angel either. Crystal's not an angel either. I don't know if they can actually work out the situation, but if I know that all I did was show your child love and this situation went down, I would have been like, listen, I would have called her up, be like, how can we work this out? We're going to send Cheyenne to a hotel. Caesar's going to have somebody come up. We're going to try to get in contact with a doctor, a child psychologist to come in, a therapist. We're going to put you guys up and we're going to work through this situation, whether it takes a day or it takes a week or two. We're going to try to work this out because we are family and, we are blended family right now. So whatever I can do. So cooler heads of adults must prevail, and that didn't happen on each side.
Yeah. The women not being cool right now. They're not making the situation better. The communication between them, just like you just said, that could make this situation all the way better. But I don't know if it's a money grab or they really secretly fighting over his money, or what it is. Are they fighting over a power or F that B? And you know how females get real catty and territorial when it comes dealing with each other. They probably never even talked on the phone with each other to try to come to some type of common ground, for the sake of the kid. Nope, they making it worse.
Making it worse. Like, look, I couldn't even imagine arguing with a child. She could have been up there and said, I had this disease. And, Cheyenne did say that Suzette had some type of STD, blah, and the third, that she was always after. She was always after C's. She said a whole lot of shit. I would have been like, yo, this is my man. He knows I ain't got no disease. And I know she's lying. So why would I jump online and argue with the child? Like, there's a point. I know everybody was like, oh, you need to clap back. Well, you gonna clap back at a kid that is your man's daughter? Why clap back? C's didn't even clap back. C's was putting up the prayer hands. He was like, please pray for our family. He did the most. He had to do that after Suzette done got online and started whiling. Lord.
Right. And then his girlfriend got online, and just like you said, they get in her ear, you better clap back. She's saying all this, that bitch saying all that, and she had to clap back. Instead of being a mature adult and just not answering, just not saying anything, it would have went away. It would have went over our head. But she making it worse about clapping back at a kid.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. And then, before this situation took place, between C's and Cheyenne, Suzette, and Crystal, like maybe a month or maybe 2 months before that, C's was online and he was cracking on Crystal, calling Crystal broke. He was like, she only credit card that she can get is a library card. Basically calling her broke and cracking on her. I'm saying cracking, you can tell my age. Joking on her. Joking on her and everything.
That's our era.
I know, cracking.
Cracking. Oh, man.
The other day I said Skippies. I was like, oh, he got on Skippies.
Yeah, that's our age. That's our generation. They use new words, and
I know.
We sound like old folks. So.
Yo, Cece, I was laughing when I covered the story too as well, because Cece is like, she only can get credit for a library card. Only reason why she's on Instagram and she's talking all this shit because they don't do a credit score. Yet he's with Suzette, that is a credit person, so he's throwing shots at her, and then he's also saying that she got bad credit when Suzette is fixing his credit. So this was 2 months before the situation, actually went down. And then Cece was cracking on her, saying that she was broke and blasing and third. And then, when the situation went down with Suzette and Cheyenne and Crystal, I did a video about it, and Crystal, she since deleted the comments. She said, that I wanted my daughter to go live with her father because she never really lived with him, and I always been the primary caregiver. So now that C's is in a relationship, he got a home and everything looks good. So that's why I let her go live with him. Because I was talking shit in the video. I was like, I don't know if Crystal got this or that. I was talking shit. Crystal was like, I do have, this, and I do have that. I was like, my bad, I'm sorry, or whatever. But he was dissing the shit out of her before this situation went down.
But Crystal, like I said, she's obviously spending her money on the wrong thing, because I'm pretty sure she was getting a nice penny in child support, because everybody knows the type of money he's making with the businesses, and he on this TV show, and then the plastic surgery. The way she got her chin done, now I know ass shots and the breast shot and all that stuff may cost, depending on the doctor. Some people do it the hood way, but what she got done, that's expensive. That's expensive. You got to go in and break her chin and reconstruct the jaw and all that stuff. She got some serious work done, but now she broke. So where's she spending her money on?
I know C's need to ask that question, because he turned around and asked, what's his name? Walt. Oh, he asked Jessica, what is Walt spending his money on? You know what I mean? But somebody just said in the comments, Witch Hazel said that Suzette disclosed that the daughter had a STD. I thought the daughter disclosed that Suzette had a STD. So maybe I'm wrong. So Witch Hazel saying that Suzette disclosed that the daughter had a STD. That is dirty.
Damn.
That's dirty.
Why would she say that? That's what I'm saying. Oh,
Lord, have mercy.
He got his work cut out for him dealing with that broad. For real, I don't know what he's seeing her. She said that. Damn. He in trouble. With that one. They ain't gonna last. I guarantee you. He gonna get rid of her faster than him and Duchess fell out. I guarantee you he don't be with her. And you will be doing another video on that in about a year. So I bet you. So be on the lookout. I'm gonna call in that day too and tell you I told you.
I'm gonna go live on that video.
Right. She ain't gonna last with Steve. As soon as he wake up or the coochie wear off for him, he gonna cancel her. She doing too much.
Damn.
You done put the camera on her and she acting. She showing her true colors. She trying to show out extra for the camera now.
But she's been around since Duchess. Like, she's not somebody brand new. She's been around since Duchess. She probably had her eye on, and that's what the daughter said, and also Crystal said that she's been around since Duchess. So she's been around a long time, and now she got him.
Right. And that seems shaky in itself. She was hanging with them around when he had a girlfriend at the shop and things like that. I believe in the first episode, she kind of went over that, and they showed where she was at the party and things when they was in New York. So, yeah, she's been around for a long time. So, like you said, she obviously had her eyes set on him way back then.
And she knows how weak he is. Major says Suzette betrayed that girl's confidence online, no less. Oh my God, that is crazy. Witch Hazel, yes, talk about her way and how she took the daughter to the clinic. Oh, that.
And why would you want to disclose that? That's what I'm saying. I don't see what C's seeing this broad. He gotta be pussy whipped. He gotta be, man. He should have made her pack up and get out for saying that about his daughter.
And that's what Tatti says. Tatti was like, yo, she violated your daughter. She violated the princess. C's be getting caught up so quick. And then you also got to think about it. Suzette's been around, so she knows who C's is. She's been watching him. She knows his weakness. She knows what he wants. She knows how to. And then C's, I can't believe C's is like the way he is with this situation. but he's in love, and he probably feels like it is actually Crystal's fault, because maybe there's something deeper that we don't know about, that he probably feels like Suzette, was at her breaking point. She did this, she did that, so he understands and he forgives her, sees, forgive the woman that he's sleeping with quickly, then he'll forgive anybody else.
Pussy whip, like I said, BP whip. That's all that is, because ain't no way he's supposed to let her go online and say that about his kid, and you want to forgive her for that? Man, I don't care what she going through. She could go through it by her damn self. Nah, she being real foul.
Nah, that's dirty.
I know Crystal playing some part in that, too. Ain't terrible. And my guy Walt, he gonna beg his way back on the show.
So sad, right?
Oh
man.
He's a grade in himself. Embarrassing. After he done stole all them people's stuff, man, he wanna come. I don't know if I like Walt, but I don't know if I can trust him right now. I'm telling you, I think something else is going on. We're gonna say allegedly another habit he got.
I don't think it's that. I don't know what can't be. I don't care. He can't be doing that. Nah, there's no way he's doing that. Yeah. But season so.
When the first episode came back and C's walked in the shop and he asked Walt, and he was like, "How you lose weight on quarantine and everybody quarantined?" All of us really came out the house a little bit heavier, except Walt. Or except the people that's on, allegedly what we talked about. You slim up when you're doing certain things. But I think Walt got picked up another habit, being stressed out, being on quarantine.
No. Come on, that habit. Come on, that habit and doing quarantine. Come on. Who thinks about doing that in quarantine?
Yeah, people was. You don't know how people was handling that they little stress. Doing
Not that.
Quarantine, doing that COVID thing. People were stressed out.
We all know what that habit is and what it does to people. We done seen it over the years. Come on, you just can't. Come on. I think he's lying about that because, I've been watching, you can't tell by watching somebody's Instagram, but I've been watching Walter's Instagram. I can even go to his Instagram now. He's been doing shows back to back, and he's been, basically holding it down. If he's one, then that means that the girl that he's with is part of it. Because how can you just be with a man that's that? But seasons.
How many of the comedians with big had drug habits?
Richard Pryor.
Back to Richard
Pryor.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You ain't right.
They be the funniest people. They be high as hell on that stage, making everybody laugh. They all be high as hell, sitting right there for hours, cracking you up. So I could believe Walt probably then got on something. He couldn't do that stand-up when we was quarantined. He had to sit inside. He admitted for taking the money out the register, and Donna says he owed her thousands of dollars. She never gave her exact amount.
She never told us, yeah. She never told us.
Right. So I'm like, and you ain't gonna spend thousands. You ain't gonna spend that type of money on no alcohol. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because I know. But see, I'm thinking that they're just, doing too much with the situation. But this is what C's did right after, Black Ink Crew started and that situation happened. What C's did, he deleted the post, but he posted a video of, Lean on Me. Was it Lean on Me with Clark, the principal?
Yeah.
Okay, so he posted on Instagram a clip of the movie saying that you can't go to school here because you smoke such and such. I was like, damn, that's so dirty. So basically he was saying Walt can't come back to the shop because he's on that stuff. And RIP to Lean on Me. I think his name is Hill or whatever. He passed away. I remember talking about it, but C supposed to that. But you supposed to put him. C said I put him in rehab. I did this for them, and then Jess and Walt both came out, and I did a video on that. When they said that C's never put Walt in an apartment, he never put him in rehab, he never gave him anything. That's not true. That's all a lie. And Walt said he don't be doing that. Walt better not be doing that. I would be.
I do go. You remember old shit used to have a problem.
Yeah, but shit, at least he was doing the white line. He wasn't doing what, the shit that is the most addictive thing to black people.
Yeah, I think it's probably the white line. Them people party together, and that habit could get out of line. Could get out of line too. It could get real strong. That's a real expensive habit. Old shit was having his problems back in the day. And for this Walt wife, she don't know. She just coming around. She don't. They've been around Walt for years. She don't know what season them did. I believe C's if he said they put him in rehab. Because remember when Walt was staying in the project?
Oh, that was so
and he
bad.
Lost some kids. Yeah. Now think about all that. He was doing real bad. They was on reality TV. He lost custody of his kids. He was staying in a project. They went and saved him then. It can't be all alcohol. They
said that wasn't true. Jess and Jess and Walt said that C's never got him an apartment, never came and did anything. That's what she said. And that's what Puma, they both said it on Twitter. I posted a video about it. She said that wasn't true. But I remember that scene. There was no sheets on the bed. He was really in the projects. It was like, damn, he was just on, like, are they giving him any money? Remember, Sky used to try to, take Walt out shopping and do stuff for Walt because she felt like, he had nothing. And Walt really came from a bad background.
Yeah, he did. And Walt kind of messing his money up. I'm telling you, it got to be a habit there somewhere.
I hope it's not.
I don't believe him. Yeah, C's gave the guy a manager position. He was supposed to be watching the shop. It ain't like Walt ever tattooed. When you ever seen Walt do a tattoo?
Walt don't tattoo. He's just a manager. He don't know how to tattoo.
Exactly. He don't know how to tattoo, but he was skimming the money off of the tattoo artists. Crystal and them was saying they was charging this, but they was only getting paid this. Walt was pocketing a lot of money. We can't act like C's and give these people a chance, that he ain't helping them or gave them some type of position. He gave them a manager position, and like I said, they got the platform. They got the platform to maybe do something else. It ain't his fault that all the other business ventures that they trying to do just ain't panned out. None of us could have predicted the COVID situation, so that stopped them on the comedy thing. Just the same as Sky little clothing shop down there in Florida. That didn't work out for her. But, it ain't like they trying to, all of them, damn, black folks, you can't help niggas. You try to help them, and then your stuff hit rock bottom because you did something wrong. And you're going to blame the person who tried to help you. Steve is trying to help him. It ain't his fault that they, can't get on their feet or they choosing wrong business ventures.
What did Walt say? Walt said when he talked to Donna about the situation, he said he just gave himself a cash advance and he paid it back. He said a cash advance.
Robbing the register, that's a cash advance. Well, it's plenty of dudes sitting down there in jail and in prison that could have said the same thing. Listen, man, I was just getting a cash advance. Even though I probably had a pistol out to their head, all I was getting was a cash advance. That was some type of cash advance. And think about it, if they had to told them, if they had to ask them, he would have never told them.
He said it was a cash advance.
If they had to have never showed them the video of them suspecting him breaking in the shop and saying they got him on camera, he damn sure wouldn't have told him he took that cash advance. You know, man, I don't think Steve could trust Walt. I like Walt, but Walt got to go get that habit. Got to get his habit. I don't believe
it's the bottle. I don't believe it's anything else. I just can't believe that Walt would be, you know, doing that. Yeah. And I believe Jess would walk away from Walt if he was doing that, because she's a nurse and she's old school New York. So I don't think, you know, I could be wrong, but that's what C said. He posted the Lean On Me picture when Dr. Clark was like, "You can't come back here because you smoke crack." I was like, and the people...
Say about the walk away from Walt. Walt got her on TV. You'd be surprised what people will do for fame and that little, to get their sign on TV. You think she trying to go away from him? Shit, she tried to go back to C's to talk up for Walt, to see if she could get him back in the shop.
She was like,
they said that wasn't him on the camera.
She said he's
damn well that wasn't Walt.
She said that was Walt. She said that, you know, Walt is bow-legged, and that dude in the video's not bow-legged. That's what him and Donna both said.
And everybody else saying that's for sure Walt. They said they could tell how he walking, but Donna and her saying, "No, he bow-legged." Man, they better get out of here. You know damn well that was Walt. He was going back to get some more. To get some more of that money.
Stop it.
He just left the door open for himself and went and masked up. Because he knew a camera was out there. You know that everyday logical thing, because I tell you, of course that was Walt. If he admitted the cash advance, of course he went back to get even more.
No, he didn't. See, if you look on the screen, you see Walter's Instagram. He's working. He looks healthy. You know, he's doing shows. He doesn't look
he's doing a show. He's probably back on his feet a little bit now, trying to clean himself up, and he want to get back on TV. But during the COVID crisis, man, people was out here doing all type of scamming. You got people who scamming all type of PP loans and everything. People was getting desperate out here during COVID, boy. I'm telling you. Yeah, well, okay. I see, you know, Walter, he probably got himself back together now.
I don't think he's smoking that stuff. No way. But C's is so dirty. Why would C's even do that to him online? Was C's that mad? Come on. Maybe he was.
Now, I will admit, I don't think he's smoking, but I do think he's doing the white line and maybe a few pills. You know, I do believe he's doing that for sure. For sure. I mean, damn. A couple of them was doing that even when they used the party back in the day when the cameras was unrolled. How you think shit and them got hooked on this stuff?
I'm
pretty sure Walt doing the white line, but damn sure.
What about when shit went to the probationary officer and he had the stuff in his back pocket?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You think he was the only one in their crew that was doing that? Come on. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure. You know that habit could get bad over time too. I just don't believe. I don't believe Walt would do that with his kids and everything. I believe his problem is the bottle. I don't believe that he would be doing that. He said it was a cash advance. You know, and when he turns it around, when he told Donna, he said it was a cash advance. I was gonna pay the money back. I just needed the money early. You know, he got bills to pay. He got insurance. He got child support. You know, he got this new wife. And then everybody started blaming Jess, you know, that why he needed money. I was like, damn. No way. He was working at the shop being a manager. He took a cash advance. Plus, he got money for Donna. He got thousands from Donna. He did get money from Donna. Right. So you think that's all alcohol? Somewhere in there, that Johnny White is high. Somewhere in there, that Johnny White is high. Lord. He right there. He taking some of that pain. Trust me. Oh, my God. Yeah, man. But he look like he's doing better. COVID kind of somewhat over with. Ryan says over with, but we got it contained a little bit, somewhat, allegedly. And, you know, he back on the tour doing his shows. So, you know, he looking better now. And maybe Caesar have a soft heart for him, because old shit was doing all type of crazy stuff too. And he would let him come back, so maybe he let Walt come back. But dang, when a person's stealing like that, man, it's hard to trust them. Especially when you're a business owner and you really trying to build something, and you got people want to take out the pot, who you actually helping? I mean, I don't know. I hate to see Walt leave the show. I always liked it, Walt.
I do.
You know, I hate this. Yeah.
But did shit?
Trying to leave the show. I just hope she change it around a little bit.
I hope she can come back and change it around and prove it to all the haters. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. But do you remember if shit ever stole from C's?
Yeah. I remember when they was on the balcony that time, and he told C's, you know, when they had fell out, and he told C's, like, well, damn, you should have really been mad at me when I stole all the chairs and stuff out the shop and things like that.
Okay.
And, you know, they laughed about it. You remember that time when they was on the balcony?
I remember the time they was on the balcony. It was him. It was, I think Walt may have been there, and also, you know, Teddy was there. I remember that time on the balcony, and I remember they had a surprise thing where it was supposed to be a fake, you know, Duchess. But I don't remember shit saying that, but thank you for reminding. So, do you think...
And he told... Yeah, because shit said he stole all the chairs and the equipment out the shop. Now, he might not have stole money, but he did rob the shop before. And I guess C's eventually forgave him because he knew the guy had a drug habit. Because you remember, he was helping. Shit was doing all type of... He had a real bad drug habit. Especially...
He did.
He did. Yeah. Yep. And, you know, once he kicked that, you seen him gain weight and everything.
Yep. He ended up getting married.
Walt kind of was going through something, man. Especially during that quarantine, during that COVID. Certain lines of work had to get shut down. So if you didn't have another income coming in, you was getting screwed. That little stimulus check wasn't lasting. Niggas was running through that like it ain't nothing. Now, I don't know if he could have got unemployment, but like you said, he had child support and everything.
And then they live in New Jersey, the rent, and all this other stuff that he had going on. So he took a cash advance. Crystal and Rock was like, well, you know, we would charge a certain amount for the tattoo, and Walt would just give us half of it.
Walt was pocketing half of the money.
Right?
Money off of them working.
Could you actually let Walt steal from me? There's no way I can let Walt steal from me. If I'm charging $1,800 for my tattoo, you know, the shop gets its part, but I'm gonna get my part. Like, Walt, you about to get tore up in the shop.
Right? Ain't no way you about to hand me $900 off a tattoo I charge $1,800 for. Man, we about to be up in here fighting.
Right?
Yeah, Walt was doing all types. So that on top of the cash advance, him stealing from the tattoo artists, pocketing half of their money, and him getting a large sum of money from Donna. I mean, damn.
He was going through it. He got child support. He don't got no mother. He don't got no father. He don't got no family. Like, the stories of Walt, like, Walt should have been the first person that they helped. Because Walt was going through everything. Walt was going through everything. His family, you know, just the whole thing with him not even knowing some of his family, meeting some of his family for the first time, you know, being an orphan. Like, he was going through a lot, and they were just looking at Walt like, you know, whatever. Walt would be on the show. He'll come through, do the best that he can. Walt would, you know, Sky was like, yo, you wearing the same shirt every fucking day. And she was like, I'm going to take you shopping, so when we go to Puerto Rico, you'll have some clothes. They wasn't even thinking about Walt like that. They was just like...
But they was, though. Think about it. They looking out for Walt. Like you said, Sky took them shopping. C's gave him a manager position at the shop. You know what I'm saying?
But that took forever for him to get before...
The platform.
But before
The
they made him
platform.
manager, everybody else was manager before Walt, and Walt was sitting there. Was he the receptionist? What was Walt doing? I forget.
Right, exactly. He couldn't even tattoo. At least old shit was bringing money to the table because he could tattoo and bring customers. What was Walt really doing? She's letting them come over there, of course, to what? Get a couple of that reality TV show check. And you could use the platform to, do something.
But he didn't know, but these people don't have that mindset. He just finally got the mindset, oh, you know what, I'm funny. Let me be a comedian. Donna just finally realized that she can do hair, she can cook food, even though these guys don't think she can cook food. She can cook food now, and then she got the CBD, then she's selling wigs and stuff like that, but they were too young, and their minds was not that elevated to do that. They didn't think that it was really going to go somewhere, you know what I mean? They really didn't. They didn't understand the power that they had, and nobody told them, like, hey, listen, Black Ink was the hit show. I used to make sure I was home watching Black Ink. I used to make my man back in the day watch Black Ink with me. Only person he liked on Black Ink was Sassy. That's the only person he liked from Black Ink back in the day.
Right. Anytime you got I brought her name up the last time. The one lady from Black Ink Chicago who got her own shop, and she don't even do tattoos.
Charmaine is smart. Charmaine went to college. She ended up saying that, she knew that she couldn't work with Ryan in the shop again. What would be even better is having a female shop. So she started putting things in order. Even though it didn't come out right, she brought Miss Kitty in so she can get the permits and everything. So she started to do her thing. She realized, but she had, and she was working for WGCI. She was working for the radio station too as well. So she had a little bit more of a brain. And poor Charmaine, I think Charmaine might be pregnant again. Or Charmaine's father is really sick and he might pass.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, poor girl.
Damn.
Yeah, Charmaine's going through it.
She did lose her mom.
Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That shit was so sad watching that episode with her and her mom.
Right.
And then now her father has, some type of cancer that's really bad. And, she posted up a video with her father. I was like, damn, Charmaine. And so it's like now, Charmaine is basically depending on her husband's family. And I'm glad that they're getting along. And Charmaine made a good choice of being with that dude, whatever his name is.
They're a good couple. They're a good couple. And I respect Charmaine hustle. Charmaine don't know how to tattoo the first. And she not only went and got her own shop, she also got her shop that's televised along with Ryan's shop on Black Ink Chicago. So she got her shop exposure, the reality TV exposure. So she contracted too to them. Man, I respect her hustle. And when she used the platform to get herself together. So that's why I don't be feeling sorry for Donna.
I know you don't feel sorry for Donna, but I do.
Before Charmaine and them.
Donna was 21 when she started. Donna does have a mother and father, and Charmaine has a mother and father, but I don't think, Donna's thing was, partying, let me show up like everybody else because they was drinking, they was partying over there. She wasn't thinking about a brand, because if you think about it, if Donna started a brand when she first came on and started promoting stuff and started doing other things like makeup, hair, eyelashes that she's doing now, it would be a big business. But she didn't think about that because I don't think she believed in herself. She didn't believe in herself. And Donna, to me, I seem like Donna has been grown her whole life, but she hasn't been grown in a smart way, just rebelling, and being different because, remember they showed pictures of Donna going to the prom. She was dressed like a boy or a girl, and she had a girlfriend at the time in school. So she basically was like, I'm out and open, and she's part of the LGBT community when she was in high school. But I think that, something happened along Donna's life, the reason why that, she just let everybody fall up in her. You know what I mean? Usually when women are like that, it's something that happens in childhood. Or they could just be hoes. Or they could just be hoes. You know, there's some women I know that are just like that. But I think something happened with Donna where Donna just puts everything out there. And I think she felt safer with women at one point in her life. And then she went back to men. But Donna has an issue with the way that she, you know, carries herself. And I don't know if it's because her mother and her mother's black, her father's white. Maybe it was difficult growing up in, you know, a house, you know, being biracial. There's a lot of issues with Donna that before, when I used to review Black Ink Crew, I used to just be hard on Donna, but then started to realize there's something wrong with Donna. Donna's just not all the way there. And then when
even Sky used to call her cuckoo bird. Donna is a little bit off. Yes, she gotta get it together though. She gotta get it together before it's too late. You know, because Donna got a little following. People like Donna.
Yep,
she tried to put something together, you know, and then, you know, they promoted right. Whatever it would be, people would go fuck with Donna. People like Donna. You know, Donna was a cast member on the show. A lot of people was around, you know, grown to love the show and grown to love her as a character and a person. So, but she got to stop lashing out at everybody because, damn, it ain't like somebody going to hold her hand to do it. You know, they giving her the blueprint. She seen what Sky did. She seen what Charmaine and other people who went and got this thing. Sometimes you got to look at other people's examples and then you do it yourself. You do your own thing. And I think she kind of there now, but she just lashing out, and for some reason she being hateful.
I think it's because she's been used, but we got, all right. Sheila says, I love him, but quacks like a duck, smokes like a duck. It's a cracked out duck. Lord have mercy. Why are you doing that?
Oh.
Good night, Major. Lord have mercy.
Told you.
Mo says that's bad if Sky calls you crazy.
Right. See, Sky. Yeah. Facts.
Oh, so facts. I think I did show it earlier, but let's look at Sky. Sky is doing good right now with her. Let me see if I can find it. I showed it earlier.
Sky's still with that rapper. What is she?
Oh no, she ain't with that rapper no more. That rapper been
okay.
MIA. He left. He was gone. You already know he was only there for the fame. She ain't on TV no more. Okay, so here is Sky. It's gonna be on the screen. So Sky, she it's the neighborhood talk. The Sky, she had reunited and she's been cool with her sons and her mother. So she got both of her sons with her. She has her mother and a Sky. They're all hanging out. They're all chilling. So she got both of her sons with her. So it seems like, you know, they worked out a whole lot of situations, but they probably got a lot of more work to go. But she's letting people know that her and her sons are together. She's posting her and her sons just chilling. I don't know if they should be drinking, but they all drinking.
Wow, see, but at least she working on that relationship with her sons. And she did need to come off of TV because Sky got real toxic. She got too toxic at one time, and, you know, you didn't need people to be seeing that, especially what she did her youngest son.
Oh, that was bad.
Real damaging.
Yeah,
that was real sad, you know, her saying that them words you can't take back, and words that'll be televised, and somebody be able to pull a video like that up forever.
Forever,
you know,
ever.
So Sky, yeah, you know, once he hits online, it's just there. You ain't getting rid of it. So Sky needs to come off TV and kind of fix their relationships with her sons and things like that. You know, I don't think they should. But at least she's doing all right, and they building some type of bond.
And the grandmother's there too as well, because you know the grandmother had some mental issues. Sky's there; she's got both of her sons. Her sons went through hell and back because they were young boys, and then she gave them up for adoption, and they end up staying with a family, I believe, in Texas, or you know, a Caucasian family. So you know, two black young boys, you know, growing up with a Caucasian family. And at that time, you know, they felt a lot of stuff. The oldest boy, Genesis,
right.
you know, I think it's Genesis. Genesis said that the father was abusive and things of that nature. And, you know, he ended up turning to a life of crime. And the youngest boy, he ended up, you know, graduating from high school. He ended up, you know, being on a football team, but then he ended up getting an apartment with a bunch of friends, and somebody knocked on the door one day, and the friends that he was living with, someone knocked on the door, and his friend opened the door, they took his friend's life, and all that stuff was laid out in the house. And then you had the father basically say that Sky kept you guys away from me, Sky did this, Sky did that. So, you know, they had the mother and the father, they had the father going against the mother, and then the father of one of the children, I think is Genesis, or it could have been one of the fathers, you know, the old father, I believe, of Genesis. He was like a stalker, and Walt was gonna fight the guy for Sky. And then Dessa's father, he did an interview with, you know, Pretty in Ink, which was, you know, Duchess tattoo shop, where I forgot her name, L'Oreal or something like that. She, you know, she's famous in the media situation, did an interview, and it was talking about how bad Sky was. So and Sky's hood chick, she's from the streets, so she took that as a threat, you know. Right.
Matter of fact, the one she said was stalking her, that was actually Dad's father.
That was Dad's father?
That was Dad's father. Because even on the show, because remember, Dad went to Sky and said he wanted to meet his father. And it was that guy, the guy that Walt was going to fight, that came to the shop. And Sky was like, get him away from me. You know, he'd be stalking me. Yeah, that was Dad's father. The one that when they did the interview with Duchess, that was Genesis' father.
Okay.
That was Genesis and his father. Because Genesis was the one that, Duchess did the interview with. The lady did the interview with at Duchess' shop, and I think Duchess was kind of messy for that, but yeah, because Sky wanted to whoop her ass for that interview that was did at her shop, because that's after she stopped messing with C's. But I'm glad she don't need that. I think the TV, and then it just made the situation a lot worse. She just needs to. Sometimes them cameras could put you in the spotlight that you're not ready for. And they need to get off TV just to grow their bond back. But I'm glad they working on it. That's still, that is their mother, so they're gonna still have some love for her.
Yep.
They just gotta work on it and build on it. You're gonna always, no matter what, you're gonna always have some type of love in your heart for your parents. That's how you got here. But yeah, she needed to be off of TV.
Yeah,
Yep. That shit was crazy. That story with Sky and her kids, that shit went ham. Everybody covered that story. That was like the worst. Oh, she lied. She said this, she said that. But she was trying to protect the kids. And, she was telling a fairy tale, but the thing about it is you can't tell a fairy tale on national TV without people doing research.
No.
And that's what happened.
Right. Yeah, they did the research and found out the truth, and boy, she did that horrible episode. Next thing I know, they had a petition online trying to get Sky off the show.
I know.
Yeah. They had a petition online trying to get Sky off that show. And she had gotten into a fight with her son, and she hit one of those production people. Yep. And you didn't see Sky no more. Yeah, when production stepped in, your time, the end is near. I tried to tell you that the week before last when we was talking about Donna, and I said, you remember how production came in when they had the little group meeting and they was trying to get them to hash everything out, and Donna was talking about fighting, and she took off her jacket, and anybody want this work, and she wanted to fight Tatti, and the production lady came in, and they went to going back and forth. When production started stepping in, man, the end is near.
I think she feels the end is near, but also with that episode, you were saying that they try to paint her in a better light. and tried to get her not to look like that bad, and I totally took that in, and we all took that in. But then the next episode, they portrayed Donna as being a racist. So how they really trying to help Donna?
Oh my God, Donna. She said something about.
She said something about young. That's not mentioned, but she said something about Young Bay, not Young Bay, but something that happened in Atlanta that went down. And then she said something about it, and then Young Bay was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she would say this." When I used to tell Donna how these people used to treat me when I had my tattoo, at my tattoo shop building, and how they used to say, "Oh my God, I bet you Donna was laughing at me." And so she said that, and then Tatti turns around and say when they was talking about the situation that happened in Atlanta, you know, at a shop, you know, Tatti was like, "Oh, you know, that situation that went down, you know, I don't even want to get a pedicure no more." And it was like, "Oh, that's wrong for you to say." But she instantly forgave Tatti, but Donna don't get that because Donna's on the outs with everybody. So you know when Caesar's on the out with somebody, and when it comes to Young Bay, she learned her lesson. Because remember, she brought old shit back when C's left, and C's was wilding, but he never cussed Young Bay out or dogged her out like he do everybody else. And that's the pedestal they put Young Bay on. And, you know, so he was mad at Young Bay for bringing old shit back because him and old shit was beefing, and she needed tattoo artists, and she was running the shop. But he never disrespected her or got at her like that. But he has disrespected numerous of females that are melanin.
But if you think about it, he never disrespected Sky either.
That was his girl. That was his girl. They were road dogs. That was his girl. And she really made the show pop because Sky was crazy. And so people didn't see, you know, this type of atmosphere from Sky. And then on top of that, Sky can back it up with her hands. It's one thing to talk shit, but it's another thing to back it up with your hands. Remember when Sky got into the fight with homegirl Rashida?
Rashida Ali, she whooped Rashida. She beat the brakes. You ain't heard nothing from Rashida Ali ever since. Not on Love and Hip Hop, not on none of them shows.
No, but what happened is after that, yes, I believe Sky won that fight. But then after that, Puff Daddy was having a party. P. Diddy was having a party, and Sky was kind of like hosting and interviewing people. And then Rashida said to Sky, "Oh, let me give you a hug." And she started swinging on Sky and tried to fight her. She fought her at Puff Daddy's party. I remember that shit went viral too.
Wow, it's crazy. I didn't even see that one.
Yep, so Rashida went up to interview with Sky because Sky was interviewing people that was coming into the party, and Sky had to look on like, I know she ain't gonna do this here at P. Diddy's party, and so then Rashida Ali was like, "I just want to give you a hug, you know, let's talk." And then Rashida Ali just started swinging on Sky, and then Sky got ready in fight mode, and they broke the shit up.
Wow. Yeah, Rashida was mad. Sky pieced up in that shop on national TV. She was like, I gotta get my get back. Sky is smaller than Rashida, so I know she was embarrassed.
I know. Sky got her into Caesar's shop, and she put that hoodie over her head and was just beating her.
Or she was letting them fists fly on Rashida's face. For real.
I know.
She pieced her up right there in front of C's. Right there in that room.
In that office. Like, tell me Black Ink wasn't legendary. Black Ink was legendary, yo.
Yeah, this is my show. I love Black Ink. I watch them all, even the California one.
I gotta watch the California one. I'm gonna watch the California one so I can start reviewing that show too as well. But that shit was crazy. And I love Black Ink Chicago too as well. Black Ink Chicago came a long way, but when I had stopped watching it for like 5 episodes, I didn't even review it because I couldn't stand Lily from Black Ink Crew Chicago. She made me so mad. I always wanted to go head up with her. She made me so mad. I couldn't stand Lily from Black Ink Crew Chicago, but
okay.
And then
I like Black Ink Chicago.
And then it went. But we're going to see how this season goes. Charmaine is just going through so much. Somebody said in the comments that they love Charmaine. Charmaine came a long way because Charmaine was rowdy. She was always twerking.
Yeah.
You know, she was having sex with the people in the shop. But she ended up, you know, she still handled her business. Even though she was doing all that shit, she still made it run. And then Ryan was mad at her. Then Charmaine's mother came in and was like, Ryan, you know, you're good with my daughter, blah, blah, blah. And she helped mend that relationship. And then the mother passed away, R.I.P. And then they end up coming close. And they're really close now, you know?
Yeah, but see, that's why I always use Charmaine as an example, because she was kind of like Donna.
No, but she had an education. She had an education, though. She had education.
Okay.
Donna just I don't even know if Donna graduated from high school, but I know she went to prom in high school, so I'm believing that Donna graduated from high school. But Charmaine had a business sense and a business mind to do certain things, and they never gave Donna has never been offered that opportunity to show anything different. This is the first season we're seeing Donna do, you know, talking about cooking, talking about CBD. I believe Donna can cook. I like the food that she showed. When she showed them crabs and them chicken, I was like, Dawn, I want to eat some of your food. But
yeah, she did. But you know, she never went to season them too for a type of opportunity. Like, you know who I think gonna do it? Despite what the little dirty stuff she's doing, I think eventually Tatti gonna get something going, because she could kind of see what's going on, and she kind of working her way with the management side of the company. And you know, she told C she wanted to grow with it. I bet you she eventually have her own shop. She gonna be just like Charmaine in a couple of seasons, have her own thing going, because she using a platform. I mean, damn, even Sky tried to get the clothing shop, and she more hood than any of them.
She tried to do the clothing shop, but I believe somebody got into her ear, the clothing shop and Miami, which, you know, went down. And then she tried the meditation, and then she tried the dog line, you know, clothing line. But, you know, I think Sky might be in a better place, because I've been seeing Sky online, and she seems, you know, like she might be in a better place. I believe she's in a better place, but I don't know if they would bring her back. But they, you know, I think she's deserving of another chance, just because of Sky. Before anything, Sky, the Mixies, you know, Sassy, you know, Puma, oh shit, they put their whole life in front of us to fucking judge. You know what I mean? Their whole life. And then that's what people like Sky. And Sky was, Sky pissed me off a lot of times with the bulliness and all that other good stuff. Even when she came after Jada Blue, because Jada Blue was messing with Teddy. And then, what's her name?
Yeah.
Tatti started messing with Teddy, and then she ended up getting Jada Blue out of there, starting to fight with her, telling her she can't be here and all this other stuff. So I just wonder if Tatti is going to come between, you know, I don't think she's going to come between Teddy's relationship with his fiance, NeNe or whatever her name is. But, you know, that might be a storyline.
Tati chasing a bag. She ain't trying to cross C's and Teddy, really. She not. She's that's what she ain't trying to mess with them on that level for us, like ruining their situation. Cause she really playing the game. She playing the game, and you can see it. She chasing that bag, and she trying to get something going. She kissing ass. She doing whatever she got to do.
Uni was, you know, 2 feet away when Tati went up to, you know, Teddy and said, hey, listen, you know, you're deserving of a lot. You know, you need to be celebrated. I will be in your bed tonight, but I think your bed is already full. And she said that, and then that's when Teddy said, yo, make sure Tati don't drink. And then Tati ran back the backstage area, and she went to Crystal and said to Crystal, I just told Teddy this. You know, so it made it seem like her and Crystal has been talking about Teddy.
Yeah, Tati real messy, because she even told Walt, girl, or whatever, when Walt slid in her DM. So, Nah, he tell you he'll be a fool unless
he'll be a
she
fool.
Can't hold water. Yeah, he'll be a fool. She can't hold water, and she is real messy.
I think Teddy, when he found out that she got arrested and what she got arrested for, he believed that she was on the stuff that she got arrested for, and then when Tatti chose Alex's side over Teddy, that's when their relationship really went haywire, because at least, I don't like Tatti, but Tatti stood up for Alex and said it was wrong, and she kept telling Teddy that it was wrong. And this is when, Teddy gave her a sneaker spot in his plastic containers in the crib, and then Teddy was very upset with that because she spoke up for Alex.
Right. Teddy will be a fool. Teddy got sense. He should not mess with Tati. Nope, she for the streets, as they would say.
She's for the streets. But I think they should give Sky another chance.
With some pills. You say they should give who another chance?
No, she didn't get caught with pills. She got caught with meth.
Damn.
Meth.
Ooh, that's hardcore drugs there. Damn.
Yes. That's what she got caught with. I think they should give Sky another chance. I don't know if Sky wants to take that back, but I think Sky has matured a little bit. I think she won't. I think now she understands reality TV. I think she understands the cancel culture. I think she understands a lot of that now, that it will probably be a lot different. And just to, she put in, like I said, even with Donna, you could say what you want to say about Donna, but they made this shit interesting. They did, Sky getting arrested, being a part of the chain gang, and then Teddy going selling his Jordans for Sky to get out. They put in a lot of work.
Right. They did make it interesting. It's just, Sky got too toxic over time, especially when the situation, when the kids started unfolding. Like, hey, back in the day, man, I loved it, Black Ink, back in those beginning seasons before all the chaoticness, but I don't think they're going to give her another chance. I don't know who she swung on.
She swung on somebody important.
Yeah, she swung on somebody important in that production crew. I don't know if it was a guy or I don't know if it was a female, but whoever she swung on, that was a wrap, And
Mo said, nope, Sky is off and she ruined her son's life. And people said, nope, she's not getting another chance. And William says Sky needs her own show, is what this needs at this time. Maybe a cooking show on her Instagram. Maybe just a show of reuniting with her sons and working out that relationship with her sons. Because I believe her sons are deserving too as well. Because, I used to feel so bad for her sons being on the show. And I don't know if they got paid for it. They cried. Des was crying. And also, Genesis was crying. They was just pouring out their heart and everything. I think that, maybe there could be something for them too as well. Because the thing about it is, when it comes to these reality TV shows, when it comes to VH1, you have, what's his name, Chance. He was like, when his brother died, real, VH1 didn't reach out to them or nothing, and they made so much money for VH1 and they didn't even get a look back. They didn't even give nothing. And so that's why Chance did not come to I Love New York reunion, because New York had her show and she brought everybody back that she was with and everything. And Sky said, and Chance said he didn't show up because of, how VH1 treated him and things of that nature. But I would never put that much business out. The money had to be, right? It would have to be like $300,000 an episode, maybe $400,000 an episode for me to even just think about putting my family, my whole, just to even start off. And then once that shit skyrocket, then it's $1 million. You're gonna have to charge. I'm gonna have to charge you NeNe Leakes prices, or from Beverly Hills, Real Housewives. I'm gonna have to start charging you them prices because you're being judged by the world. And then on top of that, they just let you go like, oh, you make one mistake. And knowing that they capitalize off of you drinking, fighting, and everything. But, and then now you bringing my sons on, that's embarrassing me. Sky's a hood type of chick. She felt like her sons were against her. She felt like her sons was trying to come and take what she had. She felt like her sons were doing this. She didn't even contemplate that these are the children I gave birth to. All she saw, she was like, yo, you come at me, that means you want to fight. That's her mentality, and they knew that, because these people, they do psychological, assessments. They do all types of stuff before you go on these reality TV shows, so they know what they're getting. And then once they really go overboard, unless they warned her, but maybe I think she's deserving of another chance, especially how the show could be a lot better. We make it better when we talk about it, because we go into details about it. We go into, more into just what we see. But if you just watching the episode, you'd be like, oh, this shit's garbage. But then when you break down the episode and you go this and this, and then you add in things that, is out here online, it makes the show a little bit more better than what they're giving us. But other than that,
I don't know about bringing Sky back. She was just, I don't know, because sometimes
she got to be better now. She ain't the same way.
Worse.
She's not the same way. Have you, she's different. She's it depends if you give her, I don't know. I think she's different. I don't think she's the same Sky. And I think that she may have learned her lessons, especially, she's not blaming her children for her departure, because now you see her with her children and she's building that relationship too as well. So, she moved on from that aspect of the show. We're trying to repair her relationship, and maybe she couldn't see because she was blind, and plus the, people praising you being the star of the show, people tuning in to see you, she had to step back from that. So and then taking that away from her, and her still, being very, out here in the media, and still posting the Instagram, still jumping on Instagram Live, still talking to people. And, I don't know how she feels about C's, because C's kind of like stepped back from her too as well. Like, the show was more important to C's than it was, C's did take her sons, he did take Dez to live with him, and he traveled with Dez too as well, and he tried to be that father figure to Dez. And so it just makes you think, like, if C's did all that, why is the situation with his daughter so bad? He understands that, that Sky is toxic, and then he needs, and he understands that Krystal may be toxic to his daughter. So why couldn't he handle that situation much better with his daughter? Because he already dealt with that.
Right. That's why I'm saying, like, that's how I know that girlfriend is playing a big part
in that
separation. Mm-hmm. That new girlfriend, trust me, that if she out the picture, we wouldn't be having this conversation if she wasn't there. By her being there, somehow she escalated that situation to what it is now, what we seeing. And now you're seeing the lawsuits and the court cases and things like that. I guarantee you she amplified it and made it worse, because before she got there, their relationships, it wasn't perfect, but him, Krystal, and his daughter was working on it, and they was coexisting. Now you add that new girlfriend in, and she bring her kids. Now it then hit the fan. They in court, he fighting cases. They all online, Twitter beefing. Somehow she added fuel to the fire.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mo, I know you're a moderator. I think you need to drop your link to the stuff that you're promoting and the things that you are selling. Mo, so drop your link. And thank you, Nunu Sky. So you don't think Sky will ever be welcome back to VH1? You think because she hit somebody in production, that's why? Yeah, it's production. I don't think they care about her hitting her son. I think they care about, the image, because if they bring her back, if they bring Sky back, there's going to be 1 million people saying that she shouldn't come back because of what happened, because a lot of people were so very upset with Sky in that situation with her son Genesis. So yeah, she's probably she's never gonna come back. But they can say having mental illness. They even show Sky mother having mental illness and all these things of that nature. You know, and her background, her mother looking for her mother. Even Cece was like, yo, we used to be looking for Sky's mother, Blase the third. And then you bring her 2 sons on. You got the media coming after her saying that she's a bad mother. She lied about her children. Everybody, when I say the media, that's one thing when you have websites and things connected to VH1. But then when you have, you know, commentators, you have people that are giving commentary on YouTube. And when you have people that are on YouTube giving commentary that have millions and millions of subscribers talking about Sky, there's no way that she can, you know, fight that. You know what I mean? So I think
cancel culture.
Yeah, I think she got
culture I was telling you about. That cancel culture is being brutal. Even that's what even got who you say young like Lily from Black Ink Chicago. Once she was saying that nigger word on there, you know, when she was fighting with Van Girl, it was a wrap. Production wouldn't even let her go to his daughter's birthday party. They canceled Lily all the way.
But the person that canceled Lily was Van. If it wasn't for, that's why I love Van so much, because Van got her canceled because Ryan was trying to foot around the situation and be nice about the situation, because allegedly we found out that Lily gave Ryan, you know, the BJ.
Damn.
So that's why he never came after her that hard, because she gave him and she admitted it on one of the episodes. So I was like, I knew it. Right. I was so mad. This is why I stopped watching it, because she was doing. So then when Van started to run the other part of Black Ink Chicago, and then his boys came in, and then she said the N-word, they went ham, and then they got rid of her, because then, you know, Lily, you know, end up, you know, showing her culture, and there's nothing wrong with her culture that she showed, and the things that the people went through in her culture, and that was fine. But at the same time, when people was telling her not to use the N-word, she wouldn't stop using it. And that was the situation. And then Ryan kept forgiving her. Ryan was okay with the situation. It's because allegedly she gave him that, and he tried to back off the situation. You know what I mean? Because he was still trying to get back with Rachel. You know?
Wow. Damn. Now Lily said Van tried to sleep with her too.
Yes, she did. He probably did. I don't put it past him.
Yeah, I like this Lily. She was going upside the car's head.
I was so mad when she beat up Charmaine and her cousin. I was like, Charmaine, you better learn how to fight.
Boy, you can't say nothing to Lily. She get to swinging them hands.
And she beat up her boyfriend. Man. The tattoo artist, the Spanish guy that she was dating, she beat him up. She did so much dirty shit. She did so much stuff.
Yeah.
And then Charmaine.
Charmaine wasn't playing with her that time when they was arguing about the N-word though. Now that time, Charmaine came to fight. Lily threw that water on her. Boy, they was in that shop turning stuff over. But yeah, they got rid of Lily. It was that cancel culture. So when she used the wrong word, and it was a rap.
No, she used the word. She used the word plenty of times. Nobody said anything. And, you know, she got back on the show, and then she said, you know, this is my culture. This is where I'm from, blah, blah, blah. And they did the whole sad story. Ryan forgave her. But when Van took owner of the shop, and then she came in using that N-word, Van's friends was going in on her. And then she showed up to, you know, Van's daughter's birthday party or something like that, and she wasn't invited in, and she couldn't get in. Van really put his foot down with that situation, but it seems like Ryan was, you know, teetotaling around the situation. And, you know, I was so bad when she beat up Charmaine and her cousin at the same time. I was so mad. I was like, Charmaine, you better not come back on this show until you learn how to fight.
Oh man!
I was so mad. Oh my god! I was talking hella shit. Then I had to stop watching the show. I would get so mad and just wild out on her that I didn't even talk about the show, because I was like, you could never go into a Mexican tattoo shop and talk about Mexican women and get away with it. And they would laugh about it. Van was laughing about it too. They were all laughing about it. Four was laughing about it. Don was laughing about it. They was just so happy Charmaine got beat up. Or, you know, Charmaine couldn't defend herself. Danielle couldn't defend herself. And it was just like, yo, this shit ain't cool. Because she's disrespecting y'all. And then Van finally put his foot down. You know, maybe Ryan put his foot down behind the scenes. But on the show, he didn't put his foot down. And he kept, you know, giving her a way in back into his shop. And then he wouldn't let her back into his shop. And then Van wouldn't let her back into his shop. But the saddest thing, I don't even have the video of it, was, you know, when they did, you know, Black Ink Crew Chicago. I don't have this shit up. When it came to Tatti, you know, is not here anymore. God rest his soul. And he was like a young buck coming up, and he had the dreads and everything. And, you know, he was messing with Bella, and they was playing Russian roulette or whatever, and then he lost his life. And then Ryan came out and said Bella had something to do with it. Because at first they said, you know, he departed from this earth because of his own will. And then Ryan jumped in and was like, nah, he was playing maybe Russian roulette, or he was with, you know, Bella, and then that's how he departed from this earth. And Bella was like, oh, I would never do anything. Bella is so ratchet and so low down. I don't believe anything that she says. But Ryan said that. Didn't Ryan
Bella
deleted.
Didn't Bella get that guy tattooed his face? That's the guy whose face she got tattooed on her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That shit was crazy. Cause Tatti
killed himself.
No, he didn't. He departed from this earth. But Ryan was saying that it was, you know, Bella had something to do with it. And he took that down. Like, you know, when Ryan first hired Bella, she came for the first interview intoxicated. She was sleeping with, you know, what's her name? Lily. And she was living on Lily's couch. And then she ended up getting with Tatti. And so, you know, Ryan came out and basically said that he believed that Bella had something to do with it. And Bella said, oh, Ryan, you are so wrong for saying that. I would never have anything to do with that. You know, he did it. He was playing a game and all this other stuff. And so, you know, I thought Tatti was an official dude. I like Tatti because he was like, yo, listen, you know, Miss Kitty's fly, you know, Charmaine's fly, they arguing. This is just girl shit. And, you know, he stood his ground, and then he explained his life story, his father being locked up while he was on the show, him getting out the hood, you know, and trying to make a better life for himself. And he had a lot of brothers and sisters. And so for that to go down, I don't know if Bella actually had something to do with it, but Ryan did. But he ended up deleting the post of what he said.
I didn't know that.
Because at first Ryan posted that, you know, Tatti he departed from this earth from his own will. And then he said, let me rephrase that because I was wrong. I got other information. He was with Bella. Bella's not on the show. Bella would probably never be in Ryan's shop because, you know, she was a complete mess with her daughter sleeping on couches and everything. And so Ryan gave a R.I.P. to Tatti. And, you know, that was the whole situation. And I can't believe that dude is gone. That dude was cool on the show. Tatti was cool.
Right, he was.
He reminded me of just a young buck that's down to earth, that know the street game, and he's basically trying to survive and help out his family. Then at the same time, you know, he didn't get into the woman beef. He was just like, yo, all these sexy ladies arguing, this shit is fly. You know what I mean? You know, looking at it from a male point of view is different than looking at it from a woman's point of view, pointing out who's wrong. And then and he stayed there with Charmaine. He didn't leave. He didn't switch sides because he could have go over there and worked with Ryan just like the other girl did. And then, you know, it was just sad because I thought he was.
Yeah, it was.
It was sad.
Yeah, because I thought his storyline was pretty cool too. That's why too I was in shock when they announced that he had killed himself.
Say departed from this earth.
Departed from this earth. Sorry about that.
I was so sad too.
I gotta get my little lingo together for the YouTube. I'm sorry, I don't want nothing to happen to your videos, but yeah, I didn't know it was other information came out. Well, Bella probably ain't gonna be on Chicago no more then.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, Ryan said that about her. He probably ain't gonna let her in the shop because she did used to be posting videos of her at work when she was at the shop. And, she'd have him in the video saying, look at Boss Man and stuff like that. But obviously something didn't happen. They probably didn't fell out.
Yeah, because he believed otherwise. Because at first he just thought that he departed from this earth from his own will. And then he clarified that what he thought that happened, and he threw Bella in the situation. And then Bella, she got online and she said, why would you say anything like that? I love that man. This happened, that happened, that night. I would never, blah, blah, blah. And I don't even know why he would be playing a game like that. But as if you go back to old school stories that you were probably told, or somebody playing Russian roulette, that, But she basically denied any, having any parts in that situation. But then Ryan, deleted all that situation and didn't say anything about it. He just let it be. But he posted it real quick and then deleted it.
Wow.
I didn't think Flight Tatti was gonna end like Black Ink Crew like this. You know what I mean? I thought that maybe, something was gonna happen for the young dude, because he was very focused and he was trying to do better. And he got into his altercation because he was messing with one of the girls, and he ran that dude off. I forgot that dude's name. He ran him off. And then we hear the story about Fly Tatti, R.I.P., rest in power, because I know his family is still hurting from that, because he did have a career. He ended up on Black Ink Crew. He's a good tattoo artist. There's probably a lot more he probably could have done, and he has skills. If you can look on the screen, you can see some of his tattoos. And one time, he tattooed it like, two people at the same time, and that shit was crazy that he did. And then boom, bada bing, they tell us this story about him, and just crazy. You never know.
Yeah, that was bad.
And him and Ryan was cool, because Ryan was like, yo, he's a young buck coming up, and Ryan Ryan understands the streets. So Ryan was like, he was trying to still be cool with him, have him on the show, even though he even asked Fly Tatti to come to his shop and work. But Fly Tatti was like, yo, I'm going to stay here with Charmaine.
Right. He stayed loyal to Charmaine.
Yep.
Which was cool. Yeah. He did right, but that was a tragedy that happened.
Tremendous tragedy. Tremendous. Because you can only imagine, Yeah, so that was crazy. So, yeah, we went down Black Ink Crew Lane.
Yeah, we did. Oh, man. I love calling you and chopping it up with you.
I appreciate it.
People call in.
I appreciate it.
Man. Well, thank you for having me on the show, baby. I'm going to let you finish a little broadcast.
Tell everybody your name, where you're calling from, and say your last words about Black Ink Crew. We'll be back here again on today. Now is Tuesday. It's the 15th.
Yeah. Well, this is Steve from Detroit, and, I'll be back, to give my opinion on Black Ink next week.
Amen. Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate your thoughts on the situation. Thank you for calling in. We had a good time, for real. And I appreciate it, for real.
Yeah, thank you so much, my baby.
Thank you, too, as well. We went down memory lane. We went down all our Black Ink history, most of it. We can go more, because it seems like me and you are fans of the damn show.
this is one of my always been one of my favorite shows ever.
For
all
real.
Of them, the Black King crew. But
Yeah.
yep, I'll be calling you back next week, and we'll go down memory lane again.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Okay, bye, baby.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Poppy. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. The moderators that, been here the whole time, the ones that came in, like we've been talking for hours. It's like 2 hours. Thank you so much. Belle, Teresa, thank you. Rhonda Williams, thank you, Jinx, thank you. Miss T. Ryan likes the drama for the show. He does. So he kept it on. Nunu Sky, thank you for coming in. Mo, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all you guys that came through, showed your love, your support, like the video. I appreciate all of y'all that came through and support. Like, we've been on for hours. I didn't even think I was going to even be on this long. Latoya Roberts. I haven't seen Latoya in a minute. Latoya Roberts is in the building. We had Witch Hazel. She was in the building earlier. You guys are so wonderful. Major, she said goodnight to everybody. She was here. She was rocking. Croc, the Queen Jackson, she was rocking too as well. Belle was here rocking too as well. I really do appreciate y'all taking the time, liking the video, and just spending time with us. Okay, Jinx says Cat Williams was funny and he did the stuff, so it's not undetectable idea. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, the Cat Williams situation. Lord, but Cat Williams, I can't believe Cat Williams recently came out and said that Cedric the Entertainer, I believe, was stealing his shit. Like, Lord, Cedric, you was stealing people's shit, Cedric the Entertainer. I love me some Cat Williams. Cat Williams helped me through some many dark days, baby. I used to put on Cat Williams, his comedy sets, put them on and just laugh, clean my house, spray my house, wash my house down, and just laugh and be in a whole different mood. Even with Cedric, and I don't think I ever put on Cedric Entertainer to just watch and be like, I'm going to laugh. But Cedric the Entertainer is funny. But not that type of funny. So I can't go all the way back, because if I can go all the way back, I would shout out everybody. Mo, thank you so much for being here. Nunu Sky, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys were able to come through. I'm glad you guys were able to support. I really appreciate that. Miss T, New Orleans is in the building. Erica's in the building. Damn, Mary Jane, keep missing you. Sis, much love. Thank you, Erica. I know you all, baby girl. You've been around for a long time, too, as well. We even had Reggie come in, one of my first, people that used to ask me questions on YouTube, and give me, Cashapp. And, he was around when I was just so nervous in the beginning of doing YouTube. And I was like, oh, my God, how can I answer these questions? Tony's in the building. Please go check out his YouTube channel. If he's still here, Tony, please drop your link. Mo, you dropped your link. Drop your link again. And also, I really do appreciate y'all coming through and supporting and showing love. Because, baby, I need it, too, as well. And thank you guys so much. Peep Squad is in the building. And LA was in the building too as well. LA was in the building in the beginning. But thank you guys so much. And we also had Information Man. He came through too as well. Thank you guys so much for your support. I do appreciate it. Sometimes I go too long and it was just one of them nights. I didn't think I was going to go long, but I went off. Use the code FATHERS for 15% off your entire order. Mo has been around, I believe, a year and change. And so I feel comfortable with Mo dropping her link and, basically giving you guys some information. I see Mo around in other places. Mo's a good person from what I can pick up too as well. And she's loyal. She's a nice person. Nunu Sky has been out here riding and rocking. Miss T has been rocking from the mud. Miss T and Norris Tony's been rocking from the mud. Norris Tony will call in and baby, it will be all good. Miss T's in the building. Louisiana, New Orleans is in the building. Miss T, that's my girl right there. It's a lot of y'all that, Witch Hazel, got a chance to see her. I haven't seen her. Jinx, Sheila, she subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that as well. Thank you so much, Tony. Tony, drop your link to your YouTube channel so people can go right to your channel and subscribe when you drop the link. And when they hear the replay, they'll hear, you know, where to find your channel. Right now, I'm not able to do that because I got so many screens open. If I could do it, I would, but I got so many screens open at this point. So thank you guys so much. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Much love, blessings, and peace, joy, happiness, and prosperity to all my peeps and my people and everybody that's tuning in, that's in the clouds, people that are not dropping down and just listening to the show. Thank you so much for your time and your effort and just, you know, politicking with your girl, Mary Jane. Peep Squad is in the building because you could be anywhere else. And yes, we've been online too long, but much love. The Michael Carter Show. Yes, I will see you next time, Mo. Okay, here is Tony's link. That's Tony's link right there. That's in the chat room. And I believe Mo dropped her link. Yep, she did the most. Thank you, Miss T. Lily says she grew up in New York and everybody said it. See, I didn't see that part, Miss T. I didn't see. Lily says she grew up in New York. Remember what Liddy did when they were, yes, I remember that. Yep, she did the most. Yep, Miss T. I didn't even see it. Thank you guys so much. Please like the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad is in the building. Much love to each and every one of you. And Ralph was in the building too as well. Ralph, thank you so much too.